some people already chatting before. Like,
Is Hot Dog out there? Hot Dog.
we want to know.
I DM'd you last night, Hot Dog, and I said, I hope you come on the stream and reveal yourself.
We know Hot Dog's out there just ghosting.
We have 3 private eyes looking after you actively.
So it was just explained to me what Hot Dog is. Hot Dog is like a symbol, right?
It's a symbol, it's a lifestyle, it's an unknown, frankly.
It's a person on StimHack Slack that tweets memes about hot dogs and refuses to reveal their identity.
Yeah.
Which is just the sort of thing we appreciate.
That's exact, like, that is a great superhero identity right there. None of this, like, I can talk to sea animals, or I can levitate, or, like, I got exposed to chemicals or anything like that. Like, that sucks. That's a real story. That's what I'm interested in.
Speaking of hot dogs, you want to show the people what you're wearing?
Woo! So this was what I was supposed to cast KOS in. Finally came in the day I came back. I don't know if y'all can see this. Am I zoomed out enough?
Yeah, it's working.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
But look at this. It's a tracksuit of ramen. But that's me.
Explain those pants to people.
So these pants don't fit in any dimension. They're baggy. They're longer than, like, I could wear these up to the nips, I think. Like, where are we at? Almost nip level.
All right, wait, I gotta expand the view here. Hold on. Okay, there
No,
we
we
go.
got it.
Now that people can see.
Look at that. It's just like it's impenetrable.
You're like a 74-year-old who's retired to Florida is what you're looking like right now.
That's, I mean, frankly, when I'm 74, this is what I'm gonna rock every single day.
Well, and why not?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably update it, and I'll get sponsored by Fuddruckers or something. God, I fucking love Fuddruckers. I forgot about Fuddruckers.
I don't know if they're up here. They were in Southern California.
Yeah,
We'll have to look up a Fuddruckers.
Yo, you ever looking for a 3/4 pound burger with everything you want, plus that extra cookie afterwards? You know where
you can customize. That's their thing, right? You customized a burger.
You do whatever you want. You go, you know what? I want a burger without a burger. They'll go, yeah, we got it. We'll figure it out.
Speaking of burgers, we got a whole burger of people in here. We got Jeff.
Oh, jeez.
We got Spags. That was not a very good transition, but it was something.
It was abrupt.
It was not. You know, it was not a good segue. We got Spags in here. We got SCD. We got Big Fleet.
You know who it is.
I'm not sure if I know who Big Fleet is, to be honest. Do I know who Big
old? I think this is a big old gym.
We got Michael in here.
Michael.
Username equals pants. And
fucking
Booshy in the stream.
Not sure who Booshy is, but I'm so into it.
I love that username. Because it makes me go, Booshy!
Booshy! Man, that's a spicy one. Booshy, why didn't you show up earlier?
Yeah, Booshy, don't hold back. Username equals pants. They're in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Booshy is Dan B.
Oh, Booshy, Chicken Runner, Cluck Runner, if you've never heard of it. This is some beautiful stuff. Booshy. So, I think this is. We already have the hashtag for the episode. That's good.
It's Booshy with like
Booshy.
way too many. So we are doing a world, end of the world stream tonight.
Yeah.
World's recap.
Spooky.
And here's what we have planned. So we actually we planned for this one.
We did. We looked at stuff ahead of time. We talked about it. We coordinated via the intranet. We're going to talk about Roseville. Fucking cranked in the goddamn stream. In the goddamn stream. Booshy. We're going to talk about Roseville Cycle.
Yep. So we did the Roseville draft at Worlds. I think almost everybody in the stream so far played in that draft.
Fuck, that draft was so
sick. Let's get the Waterloo going. You know I got the Waterloo for this.
Damn, pop that. I'm just so hyped now. I don't even know why I wasn't before, but this Boosh shit is...
I feel like I wanna perform at the highest level here. I want Booshy to come back to the stream. Patrick in the stream.
I want to smash some shit. I don't even know what, but
So
whatever.
just to bring this train back on track, we had the the original cycle, which is a custom set of cards. This stream designed live on stream. There were 4 different streams. We did 4 data packs. These are the cards. We're not going to go over all of them because there's way too many. But we did.
Just a quick addendum there. It was not only designed on the stream, but also balanced by Twitch chat.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that that tagline is in there.
Yeah, balanced. Exactly. We got all sorts of new people coming in. I don't know how to pronounce most of these names, so I'm just going to let someone else do that. But
Yeah.
so what we're doing is we're having guests on the show. We've only had a few guests on the show. We've had John T before. We've had
Yeah.
our buddy Pete. I think
Yeah.
Wes has made an appearance, but that might be it.
Yep. That's it. I think that's the sacred trinity, but we're going to crack these
We're
gates
expanding.
wide open.
So we have coming into the stream pretty
Ooh.
soon here. Corey's coming in the stream. What's his username?
God, Stonar, and you
Stonar.
already know. Everybody knows Corey. You know why you know Corey is because
Phantom.
making news, making news.
Yeah. Corey,
just
making
irresponsible
news,
shit.
Phantom of Aries.
Motherfucking.
so-
we went to Olive Garden. We'll also have to cover that
Yes.
heated subject.
Oh, I have a good photo from that.
Good, yeah. Don't save it. Save it.
Yeah,
We're
I will.
going to talk about what happened at dinner at Olive Garden.
We had
there
a,
was some real news.
It was a what am I thinking of? What am I thinking of right now, Andrew?
You're thinking of the bowl.
No, I'm thinking of the round table. The round table. It was a
Yeah,
round
okay,
table.
okay.
And it
Yeah.
took us about 45 minutes to pay with that stupid machine they had. You remember that?
You would think a supercomputer would speed this shit up, but no, it slowed it down.
All right. So we have Corey coming on. After that, we're going to have Spags make an appearance. We're going to do about 10 minutes a person here because we got to move.
Yeah.
So
We got
Corey,
serving.
Spags. We have BlueHG, otherwise known as Patrick, coming on, who designed one of the cards. So Patrick's going to discuss his design. Gustavo's making an appearance. We got Michael, username equals pants, coming
Lore
on in.
Master.
And Pete might make an appearance. Pete is iffy. We don't know about Pete.
Pete's iffy, and then also everyone deep down in your spirits, let's assume that Hot Dog will come on the stream and reveal themselves.
Hot Dog's coming on last.
Yo, Hot Dog's coming on last. And
Okay.
it's only because of peer pressure.
Yeah.
So everyone, please.
Everyone go send a message to Hot Dog right now. Send them the link to this stream.
and just go,
Twitch.tv,
hey,
something,
listen.
and say, get on the stream. You're going to be featured in about an hour and a half. You're going to reveal yourself to the stream.
It's going to be a big reveal, folks.
Yeah. So that's
Good.
what's going on. Let's just do a quick. You want to just talk about Worlds in general? How was Worlds for you?
Worlds was fucking insane, dog. I didn't sleep at all until the end, and I crashed real fucking hard at the end. KOS was insanity. Dodge Pong putting on the motherfucking stream of the century. Jesus Christ. That man is a savior. I don't even understand how he did it. It was out of this world insane quality.
It's
Commentating
ESPN.
with Hollis. What was it?
It's ESPN.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. ESPN out. Dodge in. Okay, that's the stock evaluation for you.
ESPN.
ESPN. Okay, that's everyone fucking
sounds like North
blast it
Korea.
on Twitter. It's gonna be real good.
Bushi saying the stream was amazing. We agree, Bushi.
Bushi
Boosh coming in with that
Bushi
commentary.
certified.
Bushi saying the stream was amazing. Everyone agrees.
Everyone knows it. It was insane. Commentating with Hollis was a blast.
ESPN. So
Pyong.
stupid.
God, we're such morons. We're never gonna get sponsored. I had a sick outfit. Obviously, I didn't have this one, but I had a sweet cigar jacket. Then day 1A was cool as fuck. We did a bunch of. I think I did 2 drafts that day.
That was my first draft. I only did 1 draft, mostly because there were so many people that wanted to play a draft. I want to make sure a lot of people got to play the draft.
Yeah, fucking amazing. 1B. So I play 4 rounds of Netrunner. I'm dead in the middle of the pack, 4-4, and I'm rocking about table 41, 42. I think was our exact number. Sorry, my exact number. And so I go to sit, and who the fuck do I sit across from? But you fucking moron. It's you versus me. Round
We're both
5
4-4.
We're both 4-4.
To give some context, to make day 2, you can have up to like 4 losses. Maybe a timed win or something.
Yeah.
So this was like team kill right here, you know?
Just unbelievable. And so
Friendly fire.
Like, we're fucking playing these games. We're going. And then we eliminate each other. Straight out of contention. At this point, I'm about 4. No. Oh, at this point, I was 4 beers deep. I had just won a money match against my true husband,
Oh
Spoiler
my
Ken.
God. What's that guy's name?
Spoiler Ken.
It's Terrificy. What's his real name?
Terrificy and Jacob.
Jacob, that's right. That guy, Jacob, appreciates fine liquors.
Jacob appreciates fine liquors and me, and it's the best thing ever. The person who was recording that Netrunner documentary. I
got to talk to that guy. That's cool.
He's got really good film of me actively playing the Roseville cycle and then being kissed by Jacob and his good buddy.
I don't know if kissed it like assaulted. I think it would be closer. To what was going on.
It was all right. It was cool. It was great. It was fine. And then that was day 1. That was 1A. 1B, you and I faced off and eliminated each other, and then I just did more drinking and drafting. Everyone kept stealing my beers. And then, we just fucking partied on Sunday. And that was it.
Yeah. So
it was amazing.
It was really good. I took the red eye in with Pete and Michael, not username equals different Michael.
Yeah, Michael Lawyer.
Yeah, we had a good time with that, and we went straight to King of Servers and did very mediocre in that, but that was super fun. I got to play against. Oh, this is actually notable. So I played against. It was like round 2 or 3. I played against Joe, who eventually won Worlds. I played against him in the King of Servers. Me and him, we were the top of our team. And the matchups were horrible for him. We sit down, and he puts CTM on the table, and I bring Sunny. And he's like, what is going on? I just played against Sunny. So he's, and then he proceeds to just destroy me. Just absolutely. So he beats me. I played horribly. He played well, and I played. Anyway, so we flip sides, and then he puts down Max, and I'm like, "You're gonna love this shit." And I put down Scorpius, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then he proceeds to completely destroy me again. So I got swept by Joe, who won Worlds.
Fucking
with,
Joe Shup.
Majorly favorable matchups for me.
All right, here's a real question, and I know everybody in the audience wants to hear the answer to this one. You can put your wagers in secretly at home in a sealed envelope, and we'll reveal at the end of 3 sentences. How many cards did Joe read of yours? How many did he have to read or ask? What does this do?
Let's get a count going. If he read your cards, do like +1. If he read 2 of your cards, do +2. Let's get a count in the chat. And only answer honestly. And
answer for lifetime.
No,
don't
see,
answer
Gustavo,
for just
if people
Worlds.
are coming in already with 9 and 13, that can't be
13.
Right.
They're both odd numbers, and Joe is certainly an oddball,
right.
totally lovable world champion. So I think this adds up.
The fact that they chose an odd number does it. If they were going to make it up, it would have been an even number, right? So these must be accurate.
These must be accurate. Yeah, that's definitive law. Yeah, that's
Gustavo
good.
comes in with 45 to
45. I mean, I asked lifetime. I would believe 45. I'll be honest. That's fine.
Patrick
I could
coming
understand.
in honestly and saying 3. I believe that.
4. Michael's lying. Twitch evict. And 12, bunch of fucking liars up in here. I tell you that much.
The players who have to read cards are always the best, because Noah McKee's like that too. He has to read about every other card you play on the table, and he'll just destroy you.
Noah McKee doesn't. See, that's the secret, is he has no idea what's coming, so he's got no rules. Clearly he has no rules because he only got judge calls.
Let me explain that. So Noah McKee, he makes it into the cut pretty well. Like he gets like 10th or 9th or something in the cut. Pretty well. First game he plays, his opponent makes a mistake, game loss. Second game, he plays Spags, or maybe this was third. Second game he plays Spags. They play legitimate game. It's decided on the game itself. Third game, Noah game losses himself by. What did he do? He accessed like 2 cards from R&D or something.
He accessed from HQ and flipped over 2 effectively. Yeah.
And then the last one, I was there watching it too when this happened. The last one he had Hacktivist out as max, and he goes to do a net damage for the Hacktivist. And when you do net damage, you look at the card. So he flips over the card from the Hacktivist net damage, which you can't do, and he gets it. So he game lost himself out of the card. Well, he was like top 8 at that point or something.
I mean, fucking amazing. That's great though, because you lost on mistakes.
I was saying it and people were making fun of me. I was just, Noah, you were playing great, like except for the obvious horrible errors you made. But those were technical errors. They were not like game errors, you know.
Yeah, no. That's mechanics.
Yeah. Noah was playing against Abram, and Abram did say, "Don't flip that." He tried to help Noah, and Noah had a good spirit about it. And Noah was like, "Oh, I got knocked out on the game lost. Cool."
Yeah, it was great. We left. We got beers. We were cleaning out the Roseville cycle. We hit up the old IP, and then that was that.
All right, let me go into a few of these pictures here. And then we're gonna bring on Corey. Corey, get ready. We're gonna bring you on within 5 minutes.
5-minute warning. I'm gonna send you an invite to your email. So don't accept it.
Here's the Olive Garden thing. This is Pete here. This is amazing. You explain this.
Oh God. Oh, okay. So I can't not laugh at this.
Can you do this?
Yeah, I can do it. All right, so I'm hammered at this point. I'm fucking wasted.
There's 11 of us around this table.
There's 11 of us, and so as you can clearly see from this photo, there are 2 huge bowls of salad. And as you can see featured in one of them, there is a large set of tongs/spoon combos. And as you clearly can see in the other one in front of Pete, there are none. So when this bowl was placed in front of Pete, merely by chance, by one of the fine waitresses that served our table, Pete thought, this is a fairly large bowl of salad. I can't wait to dig into this. And I correct me if I'm wrong. I think Spags will have to confirm this. Or I can't remember who he said it to. It may have been Spags. It may have been someone else. He goes, why is this bowl so big? Or why are there such big tongs in this? And he's fucking eating this thing.
He's a monster.
He's eating a salad bowl for the table, and it's the most baller thing I've ever seen.
You go into Olive Garden with the assumption that it's family style, you know? They give you breadsticks for... You don't take the whole breadstick thing and start eating all the breadsticks. That would be insane.
Oh my God. And I lost my shit. I couldn't stop laughing at the table for like 2 minutes. It was the fucking...
So no one knows for a little bit. He's just eating a salad. And then I think Spags knows. He's like, he wants some salad. And Pete's just going at it like a beast.
I mean, look, fucking Pete plays sports. Pete is a growing boy that needs Gatorade and vitamins. And so I get it. Like, Pete could dominate that salad easy. But just the sheer audacity of when you're here, you are a family, not your family. No, you are a family of one.
It was so good.
It's really great stuff. Amazing laughs, goofs, and gags all around at the old OG.
Oh, this is another good moment. This is Jens Eriksson here. He won Worlds in like 2013. And his opponent, I forget who it was, waited to win. Like, his opponent was going to beat Jens in the game, and they both knew it. But his opponent waited to win until Jens could play CBI raid.
Oh, that's so good. So the fucking lore check is amazing there.
Yeah. So Jens played 1 copy of CBI raid just out of spite.
Yeah, of course. Good.
Okay, the rest of the photos I hear are all about the cube. Oh, here's Spags and Noah McKee playing. That was a rough game for Spags. The rest are about the cube, so we'll
come back.
We'll come back to that. Yeah, there's a few funny things there. But let's bring on our first guest, huh?
Yeah, let's bring on our first guest. Corey, you should have the invite in your email. Let me know if you don't.
Okay. Yeah, so Corey, look for your email. I think you do it right in the chat window. You know how to?
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay. I did.
All
right,
yep.
So Corey, you should get in. So we're waiting on Corey to come in. Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Corey?
Hello.
Is Google sponsoring us
Can you
now?
turn the light
Yeah,
on?
definitely.
Thank you.
Good.
All right, so Corey, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Corey. I used to live in San Francisco, and now I just talk with these fools on the internet, and it's great.
Yeah, so Corey was the one keeping making news alive in our meta for very long.
For
Absolutely.
for the entirety of it, I'll have you know.
Absolutely. Making news is the best ID, and I won't apologize for it.
Well, of course, it says 2 credits right on there. They're they're glued onto the damn thing.
This
Every
is
single
Corey's
time.
card.
Yeah.
Once
Obvious.
this card left the card pool, Corey cried for a full 24 hours.
Yeah,
it was
great.
36. It was 36, and there were a lot of tears everywhere. I mean, not one. I think this is the one. If this was the one card you could unrotate, is this it, Corey?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it says click to trace on it. It's the best thing.
It's so frustrating.
You know,
Corey had an unreal game of Sunny versus Making News. It was
it's the
absolute-
best.
I still remember that game. It was bonkers. Just
I
like a
think-
game night kit.
My top Corey memory, and this is gonna be super selective because obviously I was doing real well. Was so I've been just Corey and I would play every fucking GNK and SF, and every
Everyone.
GNK and SF is just a mini Swiss for Worlds. That's what it is. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And so I had I had 1 or 2 film critic in this deck, and I just went, oh, this deck is, this is what you do. And so we played the game, and I got the W against this Making News, and I was just like, everyone else is a bunch of fucking morons. You just leave the agenda. Oh, hey, Corey. You just go, yeah, you just leave it on Film Critic, and then that's it, right? And he goes, yeah. I go, oh.
Nobody had figured it out until
Yeah,
that point.
If I had it was just like Indiana Jones doing the swipe and swap.
This is because he would play Media Blitz against you to copy restructured data pool in your score area and then just start clicking it.
It's fucking
best.
amazing.
So I want to get into the draft a bit. So Corey, do you have a favorite play that you want to recount from the draft? I have all the cards on the screen I can recall for people.
Oh boy! So my favorite part of the draft was definitely my runner deck, where I had managed to get the mono brain damage suite, which was
that's right.
incredible.
You had Destiny?
Yeah, it was Destiny and Rob and Highball. And getting all that together, and then just cruising through a server and being like, yeah, whatever, I'll take a brain damage. Yeah, whatever, I'll take a brain damage. Yeah, whatever, I'll take a brain damage.
Jesus, the fucking audacious. You know, that's what I love about you, Corey, is every one of your decks is just so audacious. Like, that's always the theme. It doesn't really matter what it mechanically does, so this is a perfect fit for you.
Yeah, it was so perfect. And of course, the crowning glory was that I thought I had also drafted Clan Vengeance when actually I had drafted, what was it, Counter Surveillance? I was like, you guys, I got this. I'm gonna be so good. And I like start building my deck, and it's like, all right, put this clan. That's not the title of that card, so let's just keep all the rest of it.
Corey,
Well, I guess
so
you can go tag me. You're just collecting tokens on your ID, whether it's tags or brain damage. So that's pretty good.
So Corey,
Yeah.
I have something on the screen right now. Do you want to tell the people about Cheat Sheet? I know you were playing with it, and we have your phone on the screen here.
She was the best, and that is my phone. Oh, look, it's also my friend Dylan. And yeah, it's overpowered. It's ridiculous. It's too good. This card should have been banned. But my favorite part was not when I played Cheat Sheet. Someone else had Cheat Sheet, and they drafted Andy, and had a 9-card hand,
Who was that?
and played Cheat Sheet, and then when you play an event as part of Cheat Sheet, they played it again, and because they kept drawing cards, they played it a 3rd time. It was incredible.
Oh yeah, that was Charlie Xavier, another classic.
Charlie Xavier played Cheat Sheet 3. So the board ended. Wes took a screenshot of it, but I think the rig was assembled.
Yeah.
The runner had like maybe 2 points scored, had like a pool of maybe 15 credits.
Yeah.
And had like taken 1 turn and had 5 cards in hand.
Oh no, sorry, correction. That was
Avery?
Steven. Yeah, that was my bad. Whoops.
And so Corey was playing cheat sheet in his deck, and so he'd have on his phone the runner action card on screen at all times. Just you had to resolve it in order was the thing.
Yeah. I mean, that was how we balanced it.
Of course, yeah.
And we decided that you
well
don't have to execute an action if you don't want, is how we decided to do it, which made it way more powerful.
That's true. If you had to do all of those things, in draft at least, it probably would have been okay, but...
man. Yeah, I fucking love that card so much. Cheat Sheet is easily one of my favorites out of the Roseville cycle.
Well, it's also somewhat balanced by the influence, which you ignore in draft.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, that's the best part of it, is everything is insane. Like, I don't want some concept of a power ceiling. I want no ceiling. You just go up.
I also, I think I made Spags very happy by getting multiple snow-covered hill kills in the draft.
Oh, God,
very good.
What a banger agenda. Let's get that up on the screen. Classic 2-0 agenda out of Jinteki.
Is it towards the start of the whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think that was a pretty earlier.
It's a 2-0 snow-covered hill. When scored, play a side game. If the corp wins due to net damage.
Fucking so sick.
The flavor text is good too.
Yeah, I was glad we didn't do neat damage on that one. That's it. That's the only card I was okay with not doing neat damage.
Yeah.
Snow-covered hill kill.
Oh my fucking god!
I managed to draft bioethics, and there were multiple games where it's like, oh, I res bioethics, do a net damage, install advance. Let's play a side game for the game.
Yeah, there were a lot of the butcher kills. What's his name, Andrew? The butcher.
Whiteblade.
Whiteblade
from Old Canada.
So Whiteblade drafted himself in the draft, and he had the butcher, and he had what's that stupid card that makes it impossible to make a decision in this game?
Gagarin?
No, it's a neutral current. The narrator.
Oh, the narrator. Oh fuck that! Yeah, we should talk about that play. That was you would love this, Corey.
Let's wrap up with Corey because we have to keep things moving. So anything else you want to say, Corey? Thanks for playing in the draft.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It was the most fun I've had playing Netrunner. It was a great time. I would happily do it again.
I think a lot of people agree. Andrew, get Spags going when you can.
Right. Roger that. I'm on it.
Andrew's getting Spags going. Yeah, everyone had a lot of fun with the draft. Corey contributed a lot to. I know you were in at least a couple of the streams, right? Right, Corey?
Yeah, I tried to be on the stream as much as I could, and I tried editing your garbage into real Netrunner.
I was going to mention that. So Corey, we have the whole. What's this called? The spreadsheet that we entered all this data into, and Corey took a pass on it between us finishing it and Worlds just to kind of clean up some of the mess that was there.
Yeah, there was a lot of mess, so a lot of cleaning. Very good. Thank you so much, Corey, for sorting through this disaster, this hot mess.
All right, I think we're ready to bring Spags on. Thanks for stopping by, Corey.
Yeah, no problem. See you guys later.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Spags.
Spagaroni in the stream. Wow. Look at this. What?
That's a good word.
Dude, just a bunch of unshaven idiots on the screen. This is what I'm talking about.
This is life, man.
Well, how are you? How many cheese curds have you had today? Are you going to be coherent? Are you going to be able to say words?
I actually did eat some garlic dill cheese curds today.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't a guess.
It's not hard.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, obviously everyone knows who this living legend is, the runner of creator, host, and hostess of Kingdom servers. The man, the myth, the legend, Spags, off in this motherfucking stream. Welcome to this.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, of course.
So we wanted to get your take on, I guess, Worlds, if you want to speak on Worlds,
sure.
But more importantly, the draft, but in any order of your choosing.
Oh, for sure. Let's start off clarifying on that salad bowl.
Let me get that up again. Hold on.
I basically, this is a classic. I love doing this where I'm just like, see the situation occurring. I'm like, not saying a word, gonna let this play out. Maybe even help a little bit. Like, they put 3 salad bowls for the table. Apparently, he's never eaten at an Olive Garden, and he's like, I got this big bowl because they had forgotten to get everyone a plate. That's why he was confused. He didn't have a plate, so he assumed the bowl was for himself. I ordered a salad. It said unlimited. Okay, they're starting big. And he goes to me, "What's with these tongs? Why do they give me these large tongs?" I go, "Let me take care of that for you." I took them out. You can see them in the picture. I set them aside for him.
Oh, they had the tongs in there, and you took them out for him.
I took them out and set them in the bowl. I'm like, "Let me help you out. Get those tongs out of your way." And I go, I didn't say go ahead, but I basically was saying, "Eat right out of the bowl." He just tucked in.
Oh, so you set him up.
I set him up basically, and I mean, it wasn't hard. He walked into it, and then I basically at some point though I did want some salad, and I think I said something across the table. Anyone gonna pass the salad over there? And then it started to dawn on him, and then you two saw him across the table, like, what the fuck's going on over there?
This kid just eating the whole salad on his own.
and then you snapped the pic.
You can't fucking make this shit up, man. It's oh my god, this is the best thing ever. So, if anything, this sheer fucking stupid bowl is almost the highlight of the world. That's
really
the craziest fucking thing about this.
You know what thought I had is Pete's never eaten at Olive Garden. He's basically the white blade of the West Coast.
Yes.
Could someone explain to the people the white blade not eating food thing?
Yeah, he's never eaten food. He was sick a lot growing up, like near death sick. Like he was a Make-A-Wish kid for a while sick. And but yeah, his younger brother was actually at Worlds. I need to confirm this. And I go, "Do you eat normal foods?" He goes, "Yeah, I do." Like, White Blade doesn't know what a sandwich is. He's never had a salad. I took him out Wednesday before Worlds. I said, "You're sitting across from me." We went to a Japanese street food place, and I said, "I'm going to order all the food, and you at least try it." And he did. He ate octopus, takoyaki. He ate tempura avocado. I said, "Do you like avocado? What's an avocado?" Of course, that's his answer. So basically, he's never eaten most food. I should say I have a video in the Slack. I can share it later. I took of him trying to eat mochi. So you know what mochi?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The dessert.
Because at home it's like a glutinous rice-based ice cream type thing. So they sent it with two little prong-like toothpicks, and you're just supposed to pick it up and eat it. I didn't, once again, like the Pete thing, I didn't explain anything. And for 30 seconds, he's using both of them to saw back
Two toothpicks?
Vigorously, yes, to eat this mochi.
Oh my fucking god! I mean,
amazing.
that's the authentic stuff.
I love that he's never had a sandwich. That's just it's so pure.
It's absolutely bizarre.
Could
I don't
you
know what
imagine?
to say.
I can't. There's a name of it. It's some sandwich joint. I think it's West Coast, but like they just put a bunch of fucking junk food in it. It'll be like meatballs, mozzarella, grilled cheese in your hamburger type of deal. It's like those custom sandwich places. Oh my god, I think you'd have a field day. Absolutely.
So Spags, you played I think one draft, right?
I was in the first draft. Yeah.
That's right. You were directly to my right.
Yes.
What were
Had a
your
good
thoughts
time.
on this mess?
It was good. I almost wanted a few more Roseville cards to see them, but I think people were like snap drafting them. I know what I was. And here's the criminal fact. I love the snow-covered hill kills. Hard to say that 5 times fast, but I drafted that card and I didn't play it. How sad of me. Like in the end, I failed myself. I made this stupid like no win condition asset spam deck that somehow got more wins than my runner. I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah, you know, we didn't put all the Roseville cards in, and you'll notice some of these cards have just hand-drawn art in them, because we were encouraging people just to draw on the cards. So we didn't put all the Roseville cards into the draft, because we wanted to kind of balance it. So I'll send out links. I'll do that right now while it's on my mind. Here is the current cube. This is the corp. Let me just get this out there. This is the runner. So people copy these down. These are, there's 3 copies of each in the cube, and the way you set it up, I have photos of this. Let me just get this out here real quick. You get a clear sleeve, and you put 3 copies in the sleeve like so. So all 3 copies go into the clear sleeve. You can find bigger sleeves to fit 3 copies in, and when you draft the card, you get all 3 copies of the card. So, and this cube, as you can see in the link, it'll have show you all the cards that are in there. And you include 3 copies of each of those cards in the draft. And then we put in about 40 Roseville cards, just mixed in, taking out various cards. That was how it was structured.
Yeah. It was real good.
I
was one of the victims to Spags.
Tell us.
Oh God! All right, so Spag. This is a great recap. Fucking insane. Okay, so I'm playing. I can't remember what I did, but that was irrelevant. So turn one Spag installs 3 assets, and you have NEH. So I'm like, all right, this is no different than Gen Con. I get it. You don't have museum. Maybe you have museum. It's 3 museums. So, anyways, I think I turn 1. I go, let's let it stew. Let's like draw some cards. Let's just let it. Let's let it.
You're setting the trap up for me.
I'm saying, oh no, I can't deal with assets. Oh no. And then, so then turn 2, of course, Spags laying down some more assets, doing a bunch of nonsense. I don't care. And then I go, okay, woo-hoo, let's bring it out. So I lay down Miss Bones, click 1, and I go,
Feeling sick to my stomach right there. Right?
Oh, not yet. You're not. I'm getting at the sick part.
I said starting.
Yeah, the starting sickness. Oh no. So then I play marathon, and 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 then I play marathon one last time, and Spags goes, "Oh, I don't know what was there. Let's learn together, shall we?"
Server 1,
not server 9.
No,
we can go into this.
CTZ is walking back to server 1, destroying all of them.
I left that one for later. And we go in, and it's hostile infrastructure. And both of us go, oh.
I think I threw it over my shoulder. I think it's
you threw it, and then not only did you graduated from the chair spin. You did the spag spin, which was the sit up from the chair and do a spin maneuver yourself, which was pure excellence.
I think I asked the judge if we could have a take back to allow me to res that before the first marathon.
Seems reasonable.
Reasonable.
No one
I think I was the judge, so I was absent then. I took a sick day. And then eventually, Spags, of course, only putting assets in the deck, eventually rezzed the insufferable Butcher. I ran out of Miss Bones, and Marathon was eventually knocked out of my hand, and then I lost. It was great.
Let me read the Butcher really quick, just so people remember. The Butcher is a unique asset, 0 res, 3 trash cost, unorthodox, and it is. At the start of your turn, name a runner card subtype, the subtype. Reveal one card from the runner's grip at random. If the subtypes match due to neat damage.
Fucking sick card. Love it. Amazing.
And what was funniest about that card is when you name a subtype and then they'd reveal a card and they would have no subtypes on it.
Oh, yeah. And then just being like, event. And be like, yeah, it is an event. I'll keep it.
That's not the subtype. So, Spags, we're going to move on to someone else, but Cortez, get the next one spinned up, okay?
Yeah,
who is
spinning it.
Okay.
We got blue.
Okay, we're going to have Patrick on next.
Yeah, but... It was fun. I mean, I got the Butcher kill because, username equals pants showed me his whole hand because he played Hit Me. So,
oh no!
Set himself up, went down to 1 card, and I'm like, I know what that card is. I'm pretty sure I know that card.
You got a Butcher kill off of a Hit Me. That's amazing.
That lore check, double check right there.
Oh, yeah.
Easy peasy.
Well, thanks, guys. That was great. The draft was great. I was glad to see so many people in. You got Whiteblade in. You got Beckett in. You got almost all the memesters in there, really. I mean...
People were laughing so much. Like I loved being around the draft and watching the cards get played, and like you'd hear laughing over in this corner, you'd run over there, and something that you'd never seen before was going on. It was happening,
that's the feeling I get from the King of Servers, like the Push Your Luck team. You should touch on that briefly, but like the fact that there's a whole team playing Push Your Luck at King of Servers, it's just that kind of fun. You love to see people having the rose.
We have a little bit of time. Mention that story. We're waiting for Patrick, so go ahead and mention.
Okay, so David Saya's team, I think it was Swifty, I forget everyone who was on it. I caught wind of this Wednesday before Worlds that there was a whole team, British team, all playing Push Your Luck, because it's one influence, right? And the idea being, I think there was a banned card they couldn't play, but Magnum Opus, I think. So the idea is like make as much money as possible and then fire Push Your Lucks. And then after every round, whoever had the best Push Your Luck was bought beer by whoever had the least amount. And I'm like, this is a fantastic idea. So Joe Shupp had an old Push Your Luck mat I had made, signed by Matt Zeilinger. And I said, you just got to give it to him. So yeah, before King of Servers, he walked up, and I think that helped him. I think that karma he gave them helped him. But anyhow,
paid back.
90% of the screaming you heard and yelling at King of Servers was from their games.
So my team was right around their team the whole time, which tells you about how well we were doing. And so we were constantly just like, there'd be screaming at the table next to us, and we knew exactly what was going on. It was amazing.
I think the highest was like 40-something, 48 or something in the last round. They smashed a 48 push your luck.
Wow. Like a profit of 48 or 48 in?
It was they doubled 48.
Amazing.
Yeah. Just to add to that, so my exposure to this group was it was right after round 1. So Hollis and I had to do a longer commentary after the round because we're just doing filler and stuff. There we go.
My exposure to this group was
so close that
stream. Kill that stream.
Yeah, so Patrick, mute the stream.
Just mute spags. Keep them on just so we can see reactions.
Well, Patrick, did you mute the stream? Mute the stream. There we go.
This is the narrator 2.0.
Yeah, the narrator comes back.
So I go into the bathroom, and I was in the stall because that was a madhouse. It was a factory, so you take what you can get. And so you go in, and then I hear someone go, "How'd you do?" "I lost the bets." "Oh, how'd you do?" "I lost the bets." "Well, I won one." You're in the live stream in the fucking restroom in the resolution of the first round of Push Your Lucks, and it's just like 5 losses and 1 win. So it was like it was a forced thing. But oh man,
it's a skill-based thing, as Brian has said. It's not 50-50. There's a skill to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's 51-49 if you get good. So Patrick, how are you?
Cheers, guys.
I'm wonderful.
Hey, thanks, Spags.
Thank you so much, Spags.
So far.
So Patrick, do you want to explain how you came to design a card, your own card, the only person to singularly design a card in the Roosevelt cycle?
Well, we're not going to roast Neuropanzer for designing the card that got out the Exodia combo.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
That's when we have him hooked into the system.
Okay, so it was announced like the week before Worlds, as is FFG tradition, or before US Nats, that you guys would be letting the Nationals winner design a Roseville card, their very own Roseville card. And I was lucky enough to have won. And, of course, it has to be a meme because, of course, it's the Roseville cycle. It has to be a meme, right? So I went for the biggest meme in the game at the time, Dead Game. There's an article on Stim Slack about, or not Stim Slack, Stim Hack, the actual website, about it. And, yeah, it's just ridiculous. There's a lot of thought that went into it. If you want to read everything about it, you can read the article. I think I did a pretty good job. Coffin Controller, that's the actual art.
Ooh, look at that. It's clean. Yeah. Clean design, clean art.
But yeah, the basic idea is that the dead game wipes out the runner's hand, and they can survive. They can bring themselves back by making a bunch of runs through a bunch of like deadly servers and stuff like that. And it's kind of representative of the whole idea of Nisei, right? Is that our game is dead, the runner's dead, except they have a chance to survive if they can make all these runs.
Fucking the lore check on this. Mega pass. Just extreme.
Yeah, let me just read this really quick. Just it's on the screen, but just in case we got people out there who don't like to read. So play only if the runner made a successful run. Last turn, you take 1 bad pub, and then trace X. X is actually the number of bad pub, not on the card, but that was in the FAQ.
There were a lot of issues with that in Roseville. All the X lines just blank.
It turns out, like the way I did the cards, there's a certain amount of space to put text, and in some cases, if that overflowed, it didn't tell me, and I didn't know. So it does. If successful, trash all cards in the runner's grip. So not even you can't even use damage prevention to prevent that, because it's just trash. And I've had a worse doesn't trigger. Then the runner may make 2 consecutive runs on different servers. The runner chooses, I assume. When a run made through this effect is successful, the runner may add 1 card from their heap to the grip. So that's how you survive. Because an early MP is going to just flatline.
That's all the crowdfunding efforts that we needed to go through to make our game successful. Having to crowdfund the world stream, having to crowdfund Spags when he thought he lost his stuff, but he didn't actually lose his stuff.
Yeah!
Oh my, what a fucking
Patrick,
meme.
go ahead and tell people what happened there, please.
Okay, so this is just from memory. Spags, I'm sure, can correct in the comments in the stream. But Spags runs this tournament every year at Worlds. It's called King of Servers, and it's amazing. It's the team tournament. And he does it all out of his own pocket and uses the tournament fees to recoup the cost. And one night after Worlds was done, we were out, and Spags' door didn't quite lock. So he came back, and the bag that he kept his money in from King of Servers was gone. He had no idea where it was. So he put out a post on Facebook, and Aaron Andrews, I think it was, actually ended up putting up a GoFundMe to fund Spags back, get him his money back, all that stuff. And it was funded literally within like 2 hours. It was amazing. And then the next day, Spags checks the secret compartment in his car and realizes that the money was there all the time. The whole time.
It's
He
the
had it
perfect,
entire
it's the
time.
perfect
So
plan.
it was ridiculous, but it was also a really cool moment in the community to see that, like, within 2 hours, we were willing to give this guy back.
That was
so
like
much
Monday
that he had
morning,
given us.
basically, right? Monday morning a week ago, and the emotional roller coaster was on because, like, I was like, someone stole money from this person, and I was pissed about that, right? Like who would steal money? And then then when we went up to just like, oh, we just forgot about it.
Money.
It was the best. It was the best way to end Worlds.
It really was.
I mean, it was just great. I mean,
love it.
it's so sick. Like, again,
Yeah.
like you were talking about, of like the community just coming together. Like, same thing for Dodgebog stream. Like, so Dodgebog had set up a messenger group for people that were commentating or helping out with setting up or were tangential or possibly coming in. And Booshy with an F for respects.
Booshy in the stream.
Booshy in the stream. And I mean, that so I mean, Dodgebog was like, oh, maybe I'll set up a GoFundMe, and of course we were like, duh, hello, go. And Dodge was like, oh, I don't know, like maybe it'll get funded, maybe I'll get like halfway there, it'll be like super cool, like it would be a huge help, like I'm thinking about this a lot and doing a lot of shit for it. And it was funded in a day. Ooh, fuck yeah, that was so sick.
And I'm on the screen here. I have
It was really cool.
Ben set up
Sam
here.
really knew his card when he designed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just amazing. This community is fucking insane. It's nuts. I mean, that's what makes this game. It's just like there's so many different aspects and so many different stories that all come just because the community is so sick. And
So just to break down Ben's setup here, Ben had 6 cameras running. He had a camera for the faces, he had a camera for the hands, he had a top-down camera, and he had a audience cam.
Yeah.
He
It
also,
was so sick. I had a front row seat that entire time. It was amazing.
and here's
So
Ben
good.
in the. I have a picture of Ben here in the back here doing, like, you didn't even see Ben the whole tournament. He was just back here the whole time running, doing the ESP Ben.
ESP on.
ESP on.
We gotta get that blowing up.
Patrick, was there you played one draft or 2 drafts?
Just one draft.
And
One draft.
Was there a moment or anything you wanted to share about that in particular?
So it was my first time playing Hypercube at all, and so I think I was just enamored to get to play all of these banned cards again. So I drafted the most vanilla degenerate decks that you could think of. I got an IG with Estelle Moon, Bioethics, Obakata, all that trash. It was disgusting. I feel bad for anyone who played me. And then I drafted an Atom deck. And it turns out Atom with unlimited influence is actually really strong. I got Cypher, Turtle, some other garbage, and the Blades. And I think Gustavo's going to talk more about the Blades later, but it was a fucking trip. It was so much fun.
Did you played in the first draft, right?
Yeah, the first draft.
So you played with me, and I actually needed the Blades in my deck. I had like I needed the
Hate that.
blades.
That's how it works.
And you hate drafted the blades from me. And, like, my deck would have been so much better with the blades. I just needed that vehicle subtype.
Oh my god.
Oh, you needed the vehicle subtype to run out on Olive Garden, right?
Yeah, for the last call. Last call is on the screen now, but it's hard to read. It is basically Earthrise Hotel, but it costs 0. Except once you take the last token, you lose 6 credits. Except if you've got a vehicle installed, you gain 3 credits.
Yeah. It's a little bit of an upside.
That card's actually, I think Last Call is a super, like the vehicle part's wacky, but ignoring that, it's actually super fun because you put it down and you get a lot of acceleration, and then the turn before it runs out, you spend down all your money. You go to 0 on your money.
I like that because it's very much like a rush of like, think of a typical I'm getting trashy at a bar experience. You start it off, it's nice, and you go, okay, I need to have another beverage. Okay, now I need another beverage and some mozzarella sticks. Okay, now I got to buy a round for everybody, and then you got to get the fuck out of Dodge. Otherwise, it's a problem. It's a big old problem you have on your hands. And so the lore check also, supreme pass on this one.
Lore checks all over the place with this cycle.
Yeah. So good. And that's the whole point. That's all I care about.
Just lore. Lore all the way.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, I have to say that based on, other than breadsticks, that's the obvious scapegoat. Like, we get it. Okay, that's fine. The Blades was the most mentioned card, period. Dan drafted it. I talked to Dan about this real fast while he was making his decks. And he was like, this is real fucking good. I go, yeah. That was it. And that's a perfect conversation with Dan. Just real, this is it, bingo, bingo.
Can you imagine? We printed a hardware subtype vehicle that Dan played and liked.
Yeah.
What are the chances of that?
He liked the draft, which I was like, all right, we did well. We did enough. Well, I don't know what enough was, but we nailed it.
There's a reason I think he liked the draft is he assembled Olive Garden in like 4 games.
Oh, well, I mean yeah. That's some frivolous details there.
The one thing I would fix about the draft is that I wish that there were just more Roseville cards for everyone to draft. Maybe like throw in extra play sets.
God, we've been told this twice. We're a bunch of morons. All we need to do is add more. God knows we were probably... I know when Brian and I were like... So it was Brian, myself, Weston Odom. I think it was us to start. There was someone else, I think. When we were assembling the draft right before the first one, we did it in the morning. Oh yeah, that's right. Aki was there. And I was like, fuck, we got to be careful with how many cards we put in here. And I think we did a really calculated like 20 to 23 on each side of like runner and corp.
Should have just thrown them all in.
Yeah, we should have just fucking.
Well, it's because we were. I mean, I was worried. I was like, I wanted the draft to be fun, and I knew the draft was fun without Roseville. So I was a little bit worried that. Honestly, I was worried that some of the Roseville cards would be way too good because like some of them just are, and that would ruin the draft in some way. But it turns out like we put
it in there.
What's that?
Cypher and Temujin are in there. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, the draft, you can play Diversion Funds and Account Siphon in the same deck. Like, the decks are just overpowered and ridiculous. All of them are. So I think Roseville kind of fit in pretty naturally as a result.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. I just wish I got to play more Roseville cards. That was my only reservation.
Yeah, that's good feedback.
That's easy. So, we can solve that one.
and the Roseville cards on the screen now are the ones that we had in the draft. There's a lot more Roseville cards that we didn't actually play with. Oh, we got to talk about sports at some point.
Yeah, we'll bring that up. I think Gustavo drafted that idea.
Okay, yeah, we'll get. Oh, yeah, that's right. I helped Gustavo build that deck. Speaking of Gustavo, why don't you get Gustavo chimed in here?
I'll get it in.
Patrick, is there anything else you wanted to mention about Worlds or the draft or whatever?
No, it was my first time going, so really bittersweet for me because the first time I'm actually starting to do well in the competitive scene, going out and actually meeting all these people is like, for a lot of you, it's going to be the last time, and so that was like this really, it was amazing, but it was also super bittersweet. I had a great time, and I'm going to like have those memories forever. And I'm just glad I got to be a part of it.
And you know,
glad
we're trying
to all happen real time.
we're trying to get momentum going for the West Coast Retreat 2019.
So the West Coast Retreat, this is open to everybody. I'll give while Gustavo joins this call, I'll give a quick little peek here. Okay, so flashback. Earlier this year. So Gustavo was running a sick ass event at a local to San Diego, which Patrick, I hear you've heard of.
Occasionally.
KingsCon. And we did a sick team battle. Sorry, I did a sick team battle against another team of players. Sorry, shot fired down on that one. It won't happen again. I promise it won't happen again.
So rude.
So rude, but we get it. So we did this earlier this year. It was such a good time. It was such a blast. I think we can fucking keep going with this. And so the goal of what I want to do is I want to have like one big. It doesn't necessarily have to be Netrunner, but it's probably going to be Netrunner focused and some extra credit games on the side. Meet up on the West Coast, and currently I really want to schedule it with the con next year, 2019. We'll obviously have some more news on that and more details, but that's what we're looking to. So if you're on the West Coast or literally anywhere, buy those tickets with it. Use those credit card points. I know they're just sitting in your account. Use those credit card points. Get your butt to San Diego for KingsCon. It's going to be lit, and you get to hang out with everybody. It's going to be dope as fuck, and that's my point on that. Yeah. Chop, real smooth.
So we got so okay, we're making this transition here. Patrick,
thanks
you so
for
much,
coming
Patrick.
on
the stream, Patrick.
You are
It
the
was
best.
wonderful to be on. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything.
And before we introduce Gustavo, I wanted to. Whiteblade came into the stream, the butcher himself, and said something about the hot dog reveal.
High stakes.
Not going to answer it. I'm not going to answer it. We're gonna let the reveal simmer.
And
itself.
I don't even know. Andrew could be working on that right now, for all I know. I have no idea. But you might as well invite the entirety of StimHack chat in here now, in case it happens.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware.
Yeah, because it could happen.
Very well aware. Yeah.
Whiteblade, we had a lot of discussion about the butcher earlier. And Gustavo, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys?
Are you at work still?
Yeah, I hung back. It's there's cleaner walls here.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it's that studio vibe. It's a clean.
Yeah. It's really brightly lit. It looks pretty good.
This is Gustavo. I think everyone in Netrunner knows of Gustavo, right?
First off, everybody knows Gustavo. Second off, unofficial third man award for the stream. Let's be motherfucking real. Everybody give this idiot with two hands a round of applause for always joining us on the stream, always criticizing our deck choices, which is what we need, always giving us rules and fact updates, exactly what we need, and just a partner in crime. Gustavo, you're beautiful, baby.
Yeah, I think the only time I actually got through to you guys was with Designing Destiny.
Designing Destiny, and anytime you spoke in all caps, we definitely read the message.
Yeah, if it came through. At some point, Twitch would just auto-moderate me.
Right.
It's like, you're talking too fast.
We took action off of it, but I can say we read that message. For sure.
All right, here's Destiny. Gustavo, do you want to explain the design process of Destiny?
Yeah, I thought David kind of sucked. I was playing Surveyor for a long time, and it was nowhere to be seen. I was like, the reason is that second sub, like, you kind of don't want that to fire, so but if you just bypass the whole thing. And we were talking about things that cost a brain. I was like, yeah, brain, subroutine, or not subroutine, whole ice. Yeah, they'll just bypass it, and I think it's pretty fair and balanced.
It's at least balanced by Twitch, at a dead minimum.
I think we often use memory as sort of the balance of these cards, ignoring the fact that this just does all your breaking for free, basically.
I mean, you take a little hit to the dome, but that's just the cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a little dome to spare.
It depends. Sometimes you don't.
So with the Legacy of Rob, Legacy of Rob says whenever you suffer brain damage, gain 2 credits for each brain damage you have suffered. So basically, you're getting clickless Magnum Opus and you're bypassing Fairchild 3.
So here's the problem. Sometimes brain is helping you out. You're bypassing ice. you're getting clicks or whatever. I don't know, some bullshit. Other times, the corp is sitting there looking at 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 cards and say, give the runner brain damage, and then it's not so funny, and then it starts to look great.
And then it's not so funny. That should be the fucking flavor text of that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gustavo, we wanted to talk about sports, and you played it, so we figured you would be a good person. You have authority on this.
You are the authority. Not have authority, you are the authority.
Here's the thing that happens every time I do these hypercubes, and I really dig the hypercube. It's a really cool format. But what'll happen is I sit there for like 3, 4, 5 hours, however long I'm like in contention in whatever tournament, and I'm just, as Mari, just you get really comfortable with this deck, and then someone hands you this hypercube. They're like, oh, you get playsets of every card. Pick the one that you want the most, and I'll look at this, and I'll look at these cards, right? And I'm sitting there going like, you know what's really good? Surveyor. Pick it. You know what else is really good? NGO Front. Pick it. And I just build my deck again, right? Like,
Yeah.
So I did that several times. Like I did that at Nats. I did that at Kingdom Con. And then I did that this weekend, and I was like, okay, I have Asmari, I have sports, whatever the fuck that does. And I had like a bunch of ice and 3-pointers. I had all the 3-pointers.
Yeah.
I had Avocado Protocol, and I had the Wayland one that does damage when you advance it face up.
The public one, yeah.
Yeah, CityWorks. And then and you were sitting next to me, and you're like, I don't know what you're doing, but sports is really good.
I'd played it previously. Let me explain sports just as a quick thing here. So it's balanced in that it's 45-13, and that's innovation right there. So it's sports. Once per turn, when the runner initiates a run, you may start a wager. The runner can place any number of credits on sports on the identity. So I would put the identity in the middle of the table to make it easy for them. So they can put any number of credits on sports. The runner can only use credits on sports during this run. At the end of the run, return all credits on sports to the bank. So basically, you have to predict how much money you're going to spend on the run, and if you're wrong, that's all the money you have to spend on the run. So it blanks Wizard for that run, for example. It does all sorts of weird things. But anyway,
so here's what was blank. Here's what was blank was my ID. It turns out when you're not used to making the runner stim hack every turn, you don't. And so the first game I played with sports. I remember telling you this. I remember I was like, I don't know, Brian. I've got Degree Mill. I've got 3-pointers. I'm pretty sure I'm confident how to play this. But like, I gotta add another agenda. So I added like the Worms agenda that nobody puts in, but it's another 3-pointer, so might as well. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll play this.
You didn't have that much money too.
I didn't have it. Yeah. I told you that afterwards. I kind of needed Asmari.
But I was telling you, Gustavo, this is about sports right now. This isn't about money. You have to experience this.
Yeah, so I'm playing sports against Jamie Anderson, I think is his name. He I know he's on Twitch and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and so he's playing this crazy Damon Explosion.
Oh yeah, this is the Damon deck. Oh
yeah,
yes.
it's just actually like this tree of programs all posted on top of each other, and he's got like 13 hand size starting the game. And I'm just like, all right, I think I lost this game, but let's see what happens. And every time he'd run, he was on like 3 credits. So I'm like, I don't even think that the sports would have done anything when he was like money, so I could trace him 30 times like I needed to. So the second game though was against Andrew, and against Andrew, sports came through because what Andrew was doing was he was just making every run with sports. So I'd sit there, and he's like, go in 0. And I'm like, well, I didn't say it.
So he was doing it for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea. And so
it was cooperative for sure. Also, hold on. Quick alert. Woo, meme alert. The world champion, Joe Shupp, the people's actual person, is in this stream, by the way.
Oh, he's designing cards on the side.
Yeah. He's trying to make Accounts Life in 2.0. But let's let that happen in the stream chat. They'll balance it.
So
I'm going in. I'm going, okay. I know sports is really fucking good. I best not fuck around and just say 0. So that when I need to make the run where I can't do the math, because I can't do math, so that's secretly every run, I'll just say a large number later. Except my bank account never got over, like, 6 credits, like, tops that game. That was absolute max value right there. Otherwise,
because I was tracing you to death.
Yeah, because I was playing a virus deck. I played every card in my deck said virus on it, effectively, and I was what's his case? Freedom. And
Andrew,
I just
people want to see the ramen noodle soup thing again.
Oh sure,
Keep
yeah,
going.
we got the So I'm playing Freedom Malo with every look at this, sponsored finally, NASCAR sponsored by ramen. Beauty. So I'm just playing every virus card. So it's a monopoly money. It's virus tokens. I don't need to calculate credits. So I'm saying 0 every time as a volunteer point for Gustavo, and then Gustavo goes, "Yeah, all right." It was such a great game. It was this weird fucking exchange, and that's what Roseville Key was all about. Is just like making this game weird again, I guess. We'll change that catchphrase immensely because that's far too close to anything everything that's very bad.
Gustavo,
yeah.
Did you have a favorite play or memory of the cube or of Worlds that you wanted to share with us right now?
Yeah, so I actually in Andrew's runner game against me, after getting just demolished by the grossest whiz I was able to put together, and me just doing this every time I was using the blades.
Oh god, this is the fucking blades!
We're playing the Corp game, and what ended up happening with the Corp was I didn't find the money cards, but I found the brain cards. And I was like, well, they can't steal a Bocata if they have 3 cards in their hand, right? So I drafted Rob Campaign, and Rob Campaign's a 6 of card. It's consumer grade Rob.
Oh my god!
Consumer grade Corp. That's the key phrase.
Oh yeah, and it's just like a trace that gets harder, like bigger and bigger every time you keep pounding the Rob drinks.
Here, let me read it really quick. So it's very simple. Limit 6 per deck, 0 play cost, operation consumer grade. Trace X. If successful, the runner draws 1 card and then do 1 brain damage. X is the number of Rob campaigns in archives. Continue.
So Rob Campaign's great. I love the flavor. Finding 6 seems like a problem. But here's the secret of the state of Next Dice in 2018. Long time ago, Next Dice could end the run, or every once in a while meme kill you, right? And that was fine. That was like the price to pay this next suite. It's all in faction for HP. That's whatever. And then I remember I was playing against Abram Jop, and it was the first time I met this stark realization, which is that Next Sapphire never matters until someone reses it on you and fires it the first time, and then you're deathly afraid of Next Sapphire for the rest of your life. And what happened against Andrew is he's on Parasite and Medium, and he's ready to just access everything, trash hack my stuff. Rob Campaign is 0 cost, so he could trash it with 0 piracies, and he gets an ice rest, and it's Next Sapphire, and he has no way to break it, and he reads it, and he's like, whatever, it doesn't end the run, nerd, fire it, and I'm like, okay. Recur 2 Rob Campaigns, draw 2 cards, like whatever, and he's just like, never lit a fire again. I think he killed it.
I fucking removed. I jobbent that card from the fucking board. Oh my god, that was a problem.
I have a good Rob Campaign story, and I can't remember it completely, but this was one of the first games of Roseville Cycle, and Aki had drafted Rob Campaign against someone, I can't remember who, and someone who had origami. So Aki had to kill with brain damage through origami, and did.
Yeah, I had to as well.
Fucking. This is so, like, though that sentence right there is exactly the intent of the Roseville Cycle. Is that the whole thing is just fucked on on a level of insanity. But it's on both sides, so it's fine.
But so anyway, you asked what my favorite moment of the tournament was, and it was actually every time that I drew a Rob campaign against Andrew after he had made runs where he trashed a thing with Kumalo and accessed like 10 cards. So he's digging, right? And so he's like, okay, access, trash that, access, 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 and I draw a Rob campaign. I'm like, every single time that happens, that means that you accessed a card, you decided that's the one, I'm going to use Freedom on it, and you accessed a 0 cost brain damage card that I'm using to destroy you.
He's just filtering Rob campaigns for you.
You had no choice. He was filtering my Rob campaigns into hand. That was probably the highlight.
Man, Boooshy coming in with that sass. Jeez.
Boooshy. All right,
Boooshy.
So we have a quick update, and we can peer pressure the fuck out of this situation. All right. The world champion. Let's see here. Joe Shupp wants to discuss some card design. Account Siphon 2.0. This is no joke. This is real. This is gonna be our hot dog of the stream.
So this is because so Joe doesn't get to design a Netrunner card because they stopped making Netrunner. But we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more card in the Roseville cycle. Special exception.
And it's gonna be balanced by Twitch.
Hey,
I'll tell you
Andrew,
that.
why don't you start spinning up Michael? I want to make sure we get Michael on.
Yeah, no. That's the point. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm giving everybody the.
So yeah, what may be coming here. And let's get Hot Dog on. You know, I think we can still. I think if you send the messages in right to your senator, get Hot Dog on.
And if you know what,
hey Gustavo, thanks for stopping by, man.
Thank you so much.
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks for sharing.
You are the best. We're gonna see you.
Oh yeah.
At least like next month, but we'll talk about those details in redacted. But yeah, we're here, baby. All right.
There, that was Gustavo. So we got Michael coming up next.
I got Michael. I got that invite out, Michael. Check that.
Username equals pants. Neuropantser?
Neuropantser, the lore master.
I have a question for Michael. What is the obsession with pants?
It's really an inverse situation here, and it's not as much about the pants as about the lack of pants, and that's what we're really, really focusing on here. Just to give everyone a status update. So what we're going to be doing here is this. I
like that you're working behind the scenes here, as I'm just get to look at your cards. I appreciate this.
It's all good. So what we're going to do is we're going to break things down to lore master. We're going to slow it down. We're going to get intimate. We're going to talk about the story of Roseville. We're going to get into the breadsticks, into how the breadsticks were formed, in terms how was the group salad formed, how was brain damage a concept, and where is Rob? We're going to talk about all these deep and heavy questions with Michael.
We'll probably also talk about the Roseville Hall of Fame, and maybe we'll talk about Exodia.
Exodia in its impact on society.
I think Michael's the right person to speak on Olive Garden Exodia.
Yeah, it's a real conversation point. And then we're after that, we're talking with Joe Shupp, the world champion.
Joe's coming on the stream?
Joe's coming on the stream once we've had a proper, thoughtful, and long lore check with the lore master of Roseville, and frankly, the stream.
Let's see if I can... So, Michael did 4 lore inserts. Do you have those links on you somewhere?
They should be in CCG DM with you and I. I have to get Michael in here.
You can find... I know if you join the Roseville Cycle chat in StimHack Slack, they're pinned to that channel. And I would encourage everyone to go read those. Michael wrote all of the lore for the Roseville Cycle. Yeah, pinned to Roseville Cycle. Thank you, Spags. And it's very important to the design, the play, the artwork of Roseville, this lore.
Yeah, it's very, very, very key here. I mean, this was the spirit of the IDs. Push your luck guy. Oh man, that's my favorite. That's my favorite lore insert.
Do we have...
Push your luck guy with old Timmy Wong in the casino? No ATM machine needed.
I hope we have username equals pants correct email. It looks like the correct one.
Yeah, no, yeah. I just sent Michael a DM with a direct link so we can bypass.
I'll read some text just so we can get the reading out of the way here on this Roseville Hall of Fame as we're waiting. So this card is going to be pivotal to this discussion. So this is a
yeah. Go ahead.
This is a hardware console. It's unique and it's X to install. It might be the only X to install console. When installed, place X power counters. Already troubling. You spend 1 click. It gives you 1 MU, by the way, because it's a console.
Oh, of course.
1 click. Reveal cards from the stack for each power counters. You may play or install a revealed card, reducing its cost by the number of power counters. Add the rest of the revealed cards to the bottom of the stack randomly and remove 1 power counter. This is 4 influence.
What a beaut. Also, Michael, mic test.
Hey.
Ooh,
hey, Michael, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are y'all? This is extremely low tech. I'm not in my normal environment. I relocated because of the hurricane, so right now
shit.
I do not have a camera and I'm on my phone.
Okay, well,
you know what? This is far past our expectations for even our own stream when we operate it. So thank you so much. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're able to join via phone, and we're gonna make this happen, baby. Don't worry about it.
This is username equals pants, going back to
Michael.
maybe the very first stream.
Holy cow! This is okay. So
Yeah,
I want to tell a little story here first. I'm gonna be greedy on this one. Okay.
Oh, good.
So I didn't realize this for the longest time. So of course, username equals pants. Always a stream presence. Always a thought leader. Always diversifying the market in memes. Really contributing. Being a real motherfucking all-star. And I did not realize. So I'm speaking to Michael Neuropanther on StimHack for a long time, and of course I'm like Michael is very informed about the stream. Michael is submitting content about the stream. Michael's really into this stream. Oh fuck! Michael is
Just chatting constantly in Twitch chat.
I was just like, oh my fucking god! Like so many, like this was. I think this was the first time I like really got it. I think it was a couple months right before Worlds 2017, and I was just like, oh fuck! That's what's going on here. I'm such a moron. And Brian is equally as a moron, and it's really astounding that either of us can even.
Oh, it took me way longer to connect any of this together, because last year at Worlds was the first time I met any of these people, and we had that Olive Garden night, the Olive Garden stream. We streamed from Olive Garden. If anybody's new to this stream, we did that, and there was like 8-10 people that showed up for that, sort of like unexpected. And Michael, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike was there, and a bunch of other people were there, and I didn't know who any of them were. They had to tell me your username in Twitch chat for me to figure this out.
Yeah, it was such a dangus moment, but it's very true to our experience.
We had Slack name tags, but we didn't have Twitch name tags. You know, that's the problem.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not on Slack enough. I'm only on Twitch. I know all the Twitch usernames. I of course know Booshi. Like if Booshi showed up, Booshi. Like of course it's Booshi.
It's Booshi. They never left the building.
So, Michael, we want you to speak on 2 things primarily. We want you to speak on lore, and we want you to speak on Olive Garden Exodia. Take this in any order of your choice. Maybe it's all just the same thing.
And I want to give one prompt question. One prompt question honing in the discussion on the lore is, give me a lore shocker of Roseville. What has everyone been assuming incorrectly, and you're about to J.K. Rowling the shit and flip it.
Okay. That's a good prompt question. I think what people don't realize is that Lil Busto is a double agent, and we just didn't get to Pack 5 to see that.
That's so good. We were planning on doing 6 packs originally. So could you speak to the how we screwed with your lore in terms of the 100-year time skip and our sudden cutting of 2 whole data packs? How did that affect your lore?
So immensely, I think, is the short answer there. I expected, I had this nice little ending with, the memester does a few meme things and that's how we end the cycle. And then there's going to be an entire lore insert on just the Olive Garden cards. And then you're like, actually, there's only one more pack, so you have to tie all of that up. Also, there's a 100-year time skip, which means that all of the characters that have been in the cycle so far can't be in it anymore.
So minor blip.
I think, as I remember it, my memory's not great, but I think we did the 100-year time skip pretty arbitrarily, and once we realized it was going to mess with your lore, that cemented it.
Yeah, from what I remember, you were exploring new design space, and that's how you decided to do a 100-year time skip in the lore.
Right, and just to clarify on that, so Brian and I, so we were hanging out one day, and I think we went into it, just casual what Brian and I do. You go into YouTube, and then it's a Wikipedia hole, and then we learn about some subjects, and it's crazy shit. I think we read the word innovation, and we didn't know what it meant, but we knew what some of the words meant. So then we just kind of applied it to everything,
That actually makes a lot of sense from my perspective.
That makes a lot of sense, and that certainly explains from a lore perspective of Brian and I's innovation in time gap. It's very strong.
Yeah, though actually the way things worked out, it ended up being very flavorful for the deck I ended up drafting, because the Shaper ID and the Shaper console in the lore ended up being extremely strongly related to the Olive Garden cards. So really,
interesting.
In a sense, this worked out for the best, right?
Oh yeah, we're very well aware. It was the best.
So, Michael, as you remember, were you the one who got us going on who created Roseville Hall of Fame? Was that you?
So that was a collaboration between myself and Ion Fox, John Neufeld. Ion Fox is black. He came up with the basic idea. I came up with the theme for it and then kind of tweaked the ability a little bit. Believe it or not, this was even more busted when we first came up with it. And
what was it originally?
Yeah, peel back the curtains on this one.
When I submitted this to y'all, I said, this is probably too strong. Here's an easy way to nerf it. And y'all said, no, it looks good.
Yeah.
So let me tell this story. I'm sitting down against Michael, and I had this sick sports deck. And my first turn...
that deck was sick.
I forget what it was, but my first turn was just ideal turn. Just assets are out there, I got ice, I got money, everything's great.
You had a marked accounts, you had a hedge fund.
Yeah, it was just things were looking solid. I was feeling super confident. And then Michael just goes, for my first turn, I will take 4 credits. And I say, hold on a second, do you want to do something else with your turn?
Yeah, I kept my hand. I was like, oh, this is...
He kept his hand and said, I'll take 4 credits. He keeps his hand. Thank you for that detail, because that's very important.
It's very important.
I was shocked. And I'm just like, okay, this kid doesn't know how to play Netrunner. Easy win. And so then I take another turn. Another great turn. Just I'm set up for the game. I'm going to score a Beal next turn. Great stuff. And Michael, what is your next turn?
Quick for 4.
He just takes 4 credits.
Right? So I'm as I'm hearing this story retroactively, I'm going, consistency is key. It's very good. So I don't understand it. Excellent.
No, the first turn, I was like, oh, I'm going to beat this guy easy. This is not even going to be a game. He doesn't know how to play Netrunner. Showed up at World, doesn't know how to play Netrunner. Second turn, he takes 4 credits. At that point, I know I am fucked. Something's going on, and I am done. I have no out. And then I do some bullshit. I this is relevant. I install Advance a card. Your next turn, what do you do?
Next turn, I drop Roseville Hall of Fame for 13 and click it 3 times.
And he clicks it 3 times.
The 3 pulls are, I get 2 of the Olive Gardens and a Sure Gamble, which I play for free, gaining 9 credits.
He's back up to 13 credits or something.
Yeah.
So now is a good time to introduce, for people that might not know, let's break down the Olive Garden. Andrew, what was the intent with Olive Garden? What were we going for?
So the idea is that we wanted to make a deck that was central to the actual theme of the stream, which was Olive Garden. Everybody knows that. We have crazy ideas like value and neat damage and memes, it's all irrelevant when you really break it down to its core to Olive Garden. And so we needed to channel that spirit into a collection of cards that folks could play in their Roseville Cycle deck.
And so there was 3 cards. This would probably be easy for you to explain, Michael. Do you want to explain these 3 cards to folks?
Yeah, well, 2 of them are extremely easy to explain. All of them are 5-cost resources. Their locations, I think one of them is seedy, one of them's ritzy, and one of them's something else.
God, you're so good.
And 2 of them do nothing. 2 of them have blank text boxes, and they're 5 influence.
Yeah.
The third one says when you have all 3 of them in your play area, you get to summon is a keyword, the unlimited breadsticks.
So yeah, once you've assembled all 3 unique Olive Garden resources, summon. When you are here, you are family. This is a 0-cost, 4-memory program. It is 1 credit to add 5 strength. It starts at 5 strength. 1 credit to break up to 5 subroutines, and 1 credit to trash a card you are currently accessing. I forgot about that detail when I was planning.
Oh, that one is sick, yeah.
And so it cannot be included in your deck. You must summon it. Cannot be trashed. You no longer suffer damage. The corp cannot score agendas on the same turn they're installed, and you can no longer be tagged.
Yeah.
It's balanced by Twitch. And so what I mean by that is that there was a collection of humans that all assembled at the same time, in the same place, in the same medium, with the same understanding of cards, and we all decided together that this was fine. And it was fine. There was no problems whatsoever.
It's balanced by the 15 influence on Olive Gardens, which are completely unimportant in draft.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So someone just mentioned a good point. Let me bring this up. So this is relevant. In that I know what's going on because I see Michael just vomits out 2 of the Olive Garden pieces in 1 turn and gains 9 credits. I'm like, okay, great. I see what's happening. I'm fucked. But I'm kind of like, I think I have a play. I think I might have a play. I say out loud. And that causes Michael to bottom 1 of his Olive Gardens. Because he's worried that I'm going to bounce it and kill it somehow. So
I'm worried about Hatch a Job. Because if I go to 0 credits, then you can Hatch a Job it for free.
Yeah.
And then I can't play it.
So in that case, he bottoms 1 of them just to save it for later. So I buy a little bit of time. My out, it's not even an out, but what I did is the next turn I scored the FFG Stream Arena. It's a 4/2. It's location uninformed, the Stream Arena. So it says when you score FFG Stream Arena, place 2 agenda counters on it. You could spend an agenda counter to blank 1 non-icebreaker runner card for the remainder of this turn. And why that's relevant is because when you are here, your family is not subtyped anything. It's not.
Yeah, fun fact about it: it is not an icebreaker. So get wrecked by Navi Mumbai any day of the week.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we want to again balanced by Twitch unintentionally. That is the key word there, and that was as much as that was unintentional. It was intentional.
I don't remember it. I feel like it might have been intentional that we didn't make it an icebreaker, just because.
No, we did because there's little tricks.
There's
there's Salem's Hatchet Job. There's Navi. You could baddie it technically. I think there was one other one specific Jinteki card or something that made this relevant.
And I think you could. Can you use? Is it Malia? That's the card that blanks. Is that only a resource?
Yes.
Yeah, that's only a non-virtual.
Yeah, it's a resource.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There is very limited, and it is narrow, but there's some limited counter. One way that Dan D drafted the Olive Garden set and summoned it like 3 times, and he lost one of those games because of toll booth. He got taxed out on toll booth.
Yeah, what's fun about that is he did actually have a winning play in that game.
Oh.
You don't have to pay 4 to steal NAPD. You can pay 1 to trash it.
Oh my god, man, we're so good. We're so accidentally good, and that's the key word there is accidentally. Oh my lord, that's so fucking good. Yeah, so the only other thing that I really want to make sure we describe here is there's 2 things. Is one, naturally we didn't describe X or Y on the cards, and again, intentionally, unintentional, intentionally. Well, we didn't quite exactly describe how you have to summon the breadsticks into play, more than just installing the resources. So that's point A. And then point B, we're going to get to shortly. Go ahead with point 8. Someone explain how you actually get this installed on the table.
We explained that.
Oh, did we say what you have to chant?
Oh, we didn't say
No.
that.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember
That's
that,
important.
Michael?
Yeah.
Technically speaking, I think I didn't do it correctly any of the times I got this card.
But that's all right. The judge was out that
So
day.
if I remember correctly, what I was supposed to do is once I have them all assembled, shout, "I need some breadsticks" or something along those lines. Except when I did that, Brian wasn't at the table, so I just resorted to shouting, "Brian, I need some goddamn breadsticks" at the top of my lungs.
That is the actual correct lore, and you as the lore master understand this.
I was-
and it's very implicit.
As if it was a dangerous weapon. I was holding on to when you were here, your family, and a top loader I had like in my pocket to keep safe because it's dangerous, you know. And so I told it whenever you assemble it, whoever gets the card, yell out "unlimited breadsticks." You're supposed to yell, and then I would come deliver it to you on a pillow.
That was my point B. Was okay. So Brian is already pie in the sky, thinking, okay, we're gonna assemble a pillow
I don't know where
to
the pillow's
fucking
gonna
present this card. There's no pillow.
I could've
We're
brought
in
one from the
World
hotel.
Center. The only thing we have are drinks and beverages from the FFG Food Center and Netrunner dice. And so someone goes, "Oh shit, we need a tray or a pillow or something." And I can't remember who actually grabbed it.
What are those things
I
called?
think it was Isaac or Pete. It was one
Yeah,
of
I
those two.
think it was Isaac. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking before. But yeah, so Isaac turns around and goes, "Oh shit, there's all this like physical game platform like fake land shits. Let's grab one of these and let's serve the breadsticks on the plate."
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture of it. It's basically
What-
it's fake land that you play Warhammer on, right?
Yeah, that's the general. So
What
we
was
grab-
extremely fitting about this was, I get it delivered on a platter that's almost the entire size of my fucking playmat, and it trashes my entire rig because it covers it. But it's for MU, so that's actually part of the design.
the lore check passes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, at the time I couldn't bring you the card because I was playing Roseville games against Spags in the other room, so I didn't hear it.
Fuck. It's just so good because I feel like the times that people, or at least like the crowd or part of the crowd, got really fucking riled up were Pusher Lux and summoning breadsticks, or also the cheat sheet play. That is a famous play. We need to write that into the rule book.
Actually, speaking of that card in the rulebook, that's one that I designed, or at least had the design idea for.
Cheat sheet.
And I told Jaco about it. I told him about the card, and then Steven told him about the play that he pulled off, chaining cheat sheet into cheat sheet. And Jaco said to me, he turned to me very seriously, put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, "You're banned from Netrunner."
And really, that's the true seal of a design. I'm sure Damon had that exact exchange and words from somebody else, and I get it, and I love it. Fucking amazing.
Wow. Well, thanks, Michael, first
Thank
of
you
all,
so much.
for
On the
being
message, Joe.
with us in the
Meantime-
stream for so long, and for hanging
Yeah,
out
no,
at Worlds.
thanks for the
and-
hours
Be
of
right back.
entertainment.
And for all the work, serious work you put into Roseville Cycle to make this actually happen. And it was.
I'm
super
glad
fun.
people enjoyed the lore. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun working with it.
Yes, and I have all of those saved off now, and I don't know what will come of Roseville Cycle, if anything, but if momentum continues with this set of cards in some way, I will make sure that the lore is integral to all of that.
Excellent.
People, I think a good way to do it is there's a multiple choice test you have to pass on the lore. You have to do a lore check in order to play the draft and get at least 70% or better.
Or like if you fail the lore check on a certain card, you can't include it in your deck, even if you draft it.
So this comes to mind as well. We're waiting for Andrew, the narrator. So
Oh my god, that card.
Whiteblade drafted this, and I have a video of it I might play, but it's a current one-cost operation. The card, it's current text, and it says the corp may play operations in response to runner spending clicks.
Yeah, violent level clearance in response.
There was a couple times where the runner got hit with hard-hitting news on the runner's turn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I have a video.
The narrator play.
Let me play the video. This is Whiteblade playing with the narrator. And what we figured out with the narrator is after spending the click is when it triggers. So you spend the click. You say, I'm going to make a run. I'm spending a click to do that. And then the narrator triggers. So at that point, the click can play an operation. But you don't know what server they're going to run on yet. So let's just watch. It's a minute and a half of Whiteblade playing with the narrator in a turn. I don't know how this will work out. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it, and we'll have the world champion joining the call shortly.
Once, event, pass.
So look at that. Oh, is it going?
Access? Yeah. Play back one? Play back. You start a wager.
Oh, the video isn't coming through.
The video's not coming through, you said?
No, the audio.
Okay.
Oh, the audio's not coming through?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just to describe it, basically, the narrator, after every click, Whiteblade's saying pass priority.
Pass priority.
Pass priority. Has to wait every single click. So they're seeing the audio.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah, they're doing a wager right now.
This is not a good SFT. Wait, he didn't actually pay too much. You only have 5. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Whoa. Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. 2, I'll run HQ. Access? Yeah. I passed on that priority.
Little Busto getting so I also played against Whiteblade with pass priority, and it was true. Every window was
I love this system.
absolutely super good. Such a good spirit about it. Excellent stuff. Fucking love
Alright, so that's a little bit hard to
I
understand what's going on in the video. Hold on a second, let me get my volume back up to the right level here. Alright, Andrew, say something.
Hey, I'm here.
Okay,
can you hear me?
But yeah, so the funny thing about that is, first of all, Whiteblade was loving that draft. He was loving playing the Butcher, which is his own card, and he would keep saying pass every time the runner would spend a click. He loved that shit. He couldn't get enough of it. Anyway, do we still have Michael in the stream here?
No, Michael just dropped off, but thank you so much, Michael.
Hey, thanks, Michael.
You a goddamn champion, the lore master, stream viewer of the stream. We all know and love it, but we need to get right here. Joe Shupp, world champion, 2018, Netrunner head nerd. What's up, baby? Can you hear us?
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh,
yeah,
we can hear you. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's great. We can hear you. Look at you. You are such a memester. Did so well in this tournament.
Really, though.
Yeah, no, you are. You're a secret. You're
First of all, Joe, congratulations. That's really awesome.
Yeah, congratulations. Everybody clap obnoxiously at home to themselves. Make sure the reverb gets caught into the mic.
No, I was definitely rooting for you. Once Noah McKee got knocked out, I think I was on Team Joe.
Yeah, I was rooting for getting Chris Dyer a bunch of times, and which I did, so that worked out.
You know, King Joe, Midwest. Everybody knows Midwest is the correct region of the United States, and everything else is kind of subpar. Do you agree with this statement?
Shout out to Spags and Andrews, like Wisconsin, top 3 of the 16. Like, what's the rest of the world doing? I don't even understand.
Yeah. Wisconsin is such a sleeper state normally because everybody's OD'd on cheese, and I understand and respect that. And
it's those cheese boys.
It's those cheese boys and those beer boys. And look at you folks. Really good stuff here.
Can't underestimate Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin for life.
I was at the airport with Pete, and we were watching your game as Pete was just devouring a burger. And I'm joking, he wasn't actually. But when you got C-sourced, I was like, oh man, this is not looking good for Joe. How were you feeling at that point in the game?
I wasn't feeling good. I was like, okay, I can hopefully beat the max he's got. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you were on to the next game.
I was on to the next game.
Yeah, because Joe gets the holy combo got assembled by Dyer, which is C-source, closed accounts, hard hitting.
The only thing that saved me was I had a lot of bad publicity, and it turns out that bad publicity is pretty good in the game. So
that's pretty good for doing things during a run. as directed per the game's rules.
Were you were like single accessing R&D through resistor with a David? Is my memory right there?
No, you're wrong. The HQ was 2 resistors, and the remote had a resistor, so the R&D was unresed all game.
Oh, okay.
So I was mostly I fell into the bait of agendas in HQ, and I was running HQ and the remote to deny the remote, but the R&D wasn't res, and the turn I ran 3 times, it was unres. So.
You know, simple Netrunner combos such as, run all 3 centrals, pop hyperdriver, do encore, 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 take 3 turns, or a more simple combo such as
I don't know any of the cards you just said, but
exploit. Right? Yeah. If you and I were sitting down together, I would show you the complete card, including the art. These are very complicated combos, and you just broke it down. See, you're a man of science. You said, let's break this down. Let's just
played cards.
Listen, yeah,
I played cards like Sure Gamble and Dirty Laundry.
And
cards, daily casts.
Dirty Laundry.
They turned out to be very good.
I tried to ban that shit at Gen Con, and no one listened. And look, you play Dirty Laundry, you're the world champion. I think it's a pretty simple conversion there, yeah?
Yeah, so Dirty Laundry nets you 3 credits, right? Have you ever played Push Your Luck for 48?
I can't say that I have.
Well, you're missing out.
I can't.
You won't ever play Dirty Laundry again once you hit that.
I mean, yeah, especially if you do a prepaid Push Your Luck for any amount of credits, you've just invented money. You've planted and reaped from the money.
You're a job
tree
creator.
itself. Yeah. It's, you know how alchemy jokes about making gold from random chemicals? That's exactly what that is. Is prepaid Push Your Luck or prepaid Dirty Laundry? Beautiful.
I have a question for Joe.
Hit it.
Hey, Joe. You didn't get a chance to play Roseville because you were busy playing real Netrunner. Do you regret this?
Not really.
You don't regret maybe dropping out of the main tournament to play some Roseville?
I thought about it. Maybe a very small part of me regrets it, but it's a very small part. Like 1% of me regrets it.
Okay.
Hey, that's a win. That's a win. We'll take 1% any day of the week. We're usually we're running on fumes, baby. So 1%, that's a solid number. That's not even divisible. That's real good.
Joe, are you willing to admit here on the stream that you are in fact Hot Dog?
I'd love to admit it, but no,
are you willing to?
I'm not Hot Dog. I would like to know who Hot Dog is, but I am not. I'm not the man you're looking for.
What
I
if
thought it was Eric Caroli for the longest time, but apparently not.
What if you, instead of, so you get a free design of a card for Nisei probably for winning Worlds. What if you spend that instead to reveal the identity of Hot Dog? Is that an exchange that we can leverage somehow?
No.
People want to know.
That's a no, but that's okay. All right, so that's fine. I mean, look, we're learning about what you value in Netrunner and in life, and I totally understand that you won't sacrifice your card design to figure out who Hot Dog is. That's totally okay.
Well, listen, I've been working very hard on this card design. So.
I know, and we need to talk this out. So
is Zach Cavis in the stream?
Yo, listen to this. Zeke Cavis.
I haven't seen Zach Cavis in like 3 years.
Boosh. Maybe Boosh is Zach Cavis.
Is Boosh
we need to talk
about? Zach was a big influence in this card design. I'll let you know right now.
All right, Joe, do you want to reveal this card design right now? Is that what we're doing?
So, yeah, I could if you want to know about it.
Yeah, here's what we want to do. Okay, so there's a lot of hearsay, and by hearsay I mean the Twitch chat. Joe Shupp, 2018, world champion, head nerd, head of Wisconsin, and frankly in charge of all of the Midwest. We'll give you 2/3 of North America. Break down Account Siphon 2.0. Let's talk it out. Let's design this and balance it.
You already know the name. It is Account Siphon 2.0. That is the name of the card. It is
beautiful.
It is an event.
Okay.
Okay, it's a neutral event, and
are there subtypes? Subtypes.
There are. There are. Let me get to it. Okay. Just let me get to it. It's a 4-influence neutral, and you can only have 1 per deck. That's the new thing. A lot of 1 per decks these days. Lady Liberty, I like the 1 per decks. So, anyways, it is an event that is a quadruple run sabotage. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
It costs 7 credits. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys with me right now?
No. We're putting this in the Excel
that's
chart.
good.
So this is going on the internet.
It's in the spreadsheet right now. I'm following with you.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. So there's a lot of text to this card. Unfortunately, it can't have the flavor text because there's not enough room on the card. But I'll
don't worry about it.
I'll tell you the text. So it is, as an additional cost to play this event, you have to spend 3 clicks and trash a program. And you make a run on headquarters. Now, if this run would be successful, instead remove from the game 2 programs. These are different programs from the first one that you trashed. Now, you and the corpse secretly spend 0 or 1 credit. You reveal the spent credits. If you and the corpse spent the same number of credits, the run is considered successful. Instead of accessing, you may force the corp to lose up to 7 credits. Then you gain 2 for each they lost, and the corp gains 3 after they lost the 7. Otherwise, it's considered unsuccessful, whatever. You're going to win that 1-2 side game, that's fine. If the corp loses any credits from this effect, you and the corp secretly spent 0, 1, 2, or 3 credits.
Right.
You reveal the spent credits, and if you and the corp has spent the same number of credits, a copy of Inti is installed at no cost. Otherwise, you win the game.
Right.
All right. So seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah. No. I have a question. I have an immediate rule question.
It's also a quadruple.
This is actually pretty important here. Okay. So look. Okay. So here's. I really appreciate your professionalism and obviously super strong capability to play. Very good stuff here. So I'd like to bring up a really complicated question. I think this is a great kind of podcast subject topic to talk about together. So what if there's a dock lens with 3 power counters on it?
What the heck is that?
No, that's not how this works. See, I'm an uninformed viewer. So I'm trying to understand how dock lens versus the free Inti install implication comes out in the resolution of this card. Do you have an answer that I can repost to the New York Times right now?
I would like to ban Docklands from the game.
Ooh.
Andrew, I think the thing is, for this card to work, we have to ban Docklands, and I think that's a fair trade.
I think that's nobody knows what Docklands does. Let's get it out of here.
It's neutral.
Yeah, Joe, when you have time, go ahead and just copy paste that entire rules text into Twitch chat so I can.
Oh, I got it.
Because I did not follow it.
Okay.
Listen, it's very simple. All right, so listen, it's a quadruple sabotage.
Yeah, just explain it without reading it, Andrew. Just explain to me what the card actually does, but don't read it.
Okay, so it's easy. Okay, you in the court, you play a side game.
Yeah,
and it's not quite. It's an even side game. I'll say it's an even side game. Each side is bidding 0, 1, or 2. Okay, you do this. If it's the same, do the run. You're fine.
Then it's super siphon.
It's super siphon. They're losing up to 7. Okay, that's pretty good. We get it. It's like 1.5 siphon. But in power level, it's 2.0 siphon. It's a pretty simple math equation there. However, if there's a mismatch, things go awry. Okay?
Things unravel.
Things need to be corrected. Okay, there's a lot of considerations, a lot of economics and stock buying and liquidating immediately going on here. So if there's a difference here, you get $2 for each credit lost, and the corp gains 3. And I'm slowly realizing as I read the sentence that that's actually a part of the if the side game was successful, i.e. matching. So what we're going to do is we're going to rewind that back.
Do you want me to break the card down for you? It's quite simple.
It's quite simple. Joe, take that second half again. Let's do a simple pass on the second half.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens. No, you're making a run and you're spending all your clicks, right? And you're spending $7 and you have to trash a program.
I'm all in, dealer.
That program could be important to make the successful run. Whatever, it's fine.
Could be. Details.
It could be a paperclip and you can just reinstall it. Whatever. You get to the successful run, you have to spend 0 or 1 on a side game. So you have to play a 50-50. This is where the push your luck is a great card design. So I'm trying to replicate that. So anyways, if you get past the 50-50 side game as the runner, that's really good for you. You can make the corp lose up to 7. You gain 14. That's great.
right?
But after that, the corp gains 3 because you want this to be fair. You don't want to just win the game because the corp has 0 and you bid 0. So you give the corp a fair chance at the game, right?
A fair chance.
A fair chance. So then you play a 1 to 4 side game, 0, 1, 2, or 3 credits, and if you win that side game as the runner, then you've won the game. Good on you.
So you try and lose the first side game and win the second.
Limit 1 per deck run event, you've won the game.
Yeah.
But listen to this: if you lost the event, you've trashed a program, you've trashed 2 more programs, and you've removed them for a game. But you get a free inty. So like if there are.
The run's not over. I mean, look, this is actually
over because if the game's
not over.
Inty can break barriers. So if you have to remove some your fractors from the game, you have an inty left over, and maybe you have other icebreakers in your deck.
I mean, this is what I really like about this card. Okay, so Joe, you picked up on it immediately. You're a world champion. You get it. You understand how to flip the table, quite literally, but also figuratively here, of innovation. That's a word that Brian and I learned over time, and we still don't quite know what it means. But I think you've truly understood it. Is that so? Normally in the real world, especially in Roseville, casinos, aka casinos for normies, they typically win. The house always wins. Is that catchphrase that people put on refrigerator magnets or keychains? And so what you've done is you've actually flipped that equation here. Is you've made it so that the runner is the house. Do you understand? Are you with me? Am I interpreting
Nobody's
the
with you
correctly?
anymore.
No, I think Joe and I are right here, and Brian, frankly, you're right here.
I'm not even close to there.
You're not even close to that. You're not understanding. You're here in 0, 1, and 4, and you're getting all confused. Joe and I get it. Okay, look, it's a coin flip, and then it's a coin flip, and a coin flip, and a coin flip. It's not hard.
Andrew, there's a couple things I want to mention. First of all, Man vs. Stress is in the stream right now.
Oh, fucking Man vs. Stress in the stream. Sorry, Joe. We have to comment on this shit. We are sponsored by Gatorade, and Gatorade loves Man vs. Stress.
They can't stop sending free Gatorade when Man vs. Stress is on the stream. Man vs. Stress is in the stream. Man vs. Stress was not at Worlds, right?
No.
Okay.
Not to my
asked
knowledge.
where Man vs. Stress was. I looked out. I said, "Where's Man vs. Stress at Worlds?"
And I screamed at the Radisson concierge, and I said, "You listen here, you motherfucker. Where is Man vs. Stress?" And they did not respond to it at all.
Man vs. Stress, are you hot dog? Also, I just remembered. I know who Cranked is. I remember. I put the face together with Cranked, the username. Would it be possible to get Cranked on this stream tonight? Do we have time? Is Cranked available?
Cranked has been here. Cranked is secretly my twin brother.
I would love to talk to Cranked. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Cranked, can you please comment in the Twitch chat and really reel in Joe? Because I know that's what's happening behind the scenes. Oh, yeah. All right. Cranked, let me DM you on the sim hack.
Yeah,
so we're going to get you.
Get Cranked on, because I just remembered Cranked played in the draft and has some stories to share.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got to separate Joe and Crank, though, because there's something going on between them.
It's a Wisconsin brotherhood. It's a Midwest brotherhood. It's a North American brotherhood. We understand it.
Can I just say, I remember Cranked also played in the main event, and I didn't see him there.
Oh, you didn't? Well, so Joe, just a clarifying question. So roughly, if you could use whole integers, that would be really great here. Could you tell me your average table number that you were at throughout this Swiss tournament?
The average table number?
Yeah, what was the table number you were rocking for most of the tournament? In integers, please.
Is this a trick question? I don't
know. No, it's very simple.
What table number were you at for most of Swiss?
Yeah.
I was at variable integers throughout Swiss. Like, what do you want me to say?
If you could average it, do you know what an average is?
I made top 16. I don't know.
I know. We're just trying to riff on Schneider here. Come on. We're just lean into it.
We're making fun of
I'll tell you
this.
Right I'll tell you this.
You're making it difficult.
Yeah.
Listen. I'll tell you this much. I finished second overall on day 1A.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, very good.
I think that is roughly table 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I was at table 1 or 2 all day long. That's
okay.
You nailed it. That wasn't a trick. That was not a trick interview question. That was just.
We were just trying to indirectly make fun of Cranked.
Oh, that's fine. I'm all for that. That's fine.
I know you are. This is where we're at. Oh, I have an invite out to Crank. Schneider, the memester himself, is going to be hopping in this stream real short right here. So here's I have a non-Netrunner question for you, Joe Shep. As Master Midwest,
Sure.
I was part of the Midwest for most of my life, and even Brian Cronin here.
Yeah, Chicago.
Part of the Midwest. Yeah, you were in the state of Illinois.
Yeah.
And this could be very controversial. And Joe, I want you to answer honestly. Is Portillo's or Culver's better?
They got that in Wisconsin?
There's no wrong answer here.
I'm kind of biased because
that's fine.
There's not a Portillo's near me. I've eaten at Portillo's though,
Okay.
but you know what? I will say that Culver's is better.
Okay, so
Oh, we talking about Culver's? Oh shit.
okay, Crank, you weren't even introduced here. Yeah. Okay, so pipe that beard.
Listen,
press
Andrew,
pause.
Wait
that's
until you're
awesome.
introduced, Cranked.
Yeah. Press pause on your Apple TV.
All right, hold on.
Okay, we get it. Okay, you have an Apple TV and you paid 30% less than all of us. We get it. Okay, we understand. So let's let Joe answer this question here real fast. While you don't be a sass mouth. Keep the hands on the head. Or you sit on them. It's one of those two. Joe Shop, what is the number one thing you're going to order from Culver's? If you have one thing to buy, you one item on the menu, what are you getting?
I'm probably going to get the double butter burger with cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
Cheese
some
only?
grilled onions. No, you get some grilled onions, you get some pickles, you get some ketchup. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Okay. This is an excellent answer, and I love it. Okay, so here's the final follow-up question to the order question. Okay, so right now you're on the butter burger. We know it. You get it with the cheese because, come on. Without cheese, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah, anybody who gets burgers without cheese, ban them from this Twitch, please.
Yeah. I'll
here.
talk to the Twitch CEO right after this. We'll get that.
So Andrew, I've been exclusively on a diet of carrots and Waterloo for about 6 months now, preparing for Worlds. I placed about 200. This guy's eating double butter burgers in places first. What does that tell you about my strategy?
Explains itself, frankly. So, okay, you have a choice here. One final choice. You get the butter burger. You get the double. You get the cheese. You get the onions. You get the pickies. You get the ketchup. You get whatever you want on it.
Hey, Crank, we'll get to you soon. Don't worry.
Number 2. Right here. Woohoo! You get one small custard, your choice, plus a medium fry. Which one are you taking?
You get the butter burger. Are you crazy?
That was a trick
What are you
question.
talking about?
Nailed that answer. You 60 minutes that shit. Larry King just going, I understand. That was the correct answer, the butter burger. Perfect answer. Love it. You are from the Midwest. You are the world champion for a reason. Let's introduce Cranks in this conversation. Joe, I want you to stay on the line here. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the mix.
Crank,
Andrew
how
Schneider,
you doing?
Cranks, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, boy? I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, it took me a while. I was looking at the stream chat, and I was looking at the usernames, and I was like, hold on a second. Cranked. I remember this one.
I know that dumbass.
And then in my head, like, this is how my brain works. I have to see a face in my head to know who I'm talking to. And I was like, I remember Beard. I remember this guy.
Hang on, let me fix the lighting in my room. Give me just a
Yeah,
second.
please
here.
do.
Lighting
You
is
got the
not
John
exactly
Lennon going on behind you.
doing me any favors. Much better. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great. That was worth it.
So
Look at that. Okay.
You played in one draft, two drafts?
Just the first one.
First
yeah.
draft, yeah.
I had literally never drafted Netrunner ever, and that was the first draft I played.
I mean, that's about what it's like, yeah.
Yeah, give us the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts. What's going on there?
The emotion was terror. Just pure terror as I just bumble my way through just a nightmare. No, my decks were sick. I drafted Au Revoir Wizard with cantrips and a comet. I drafted an Anarch ID and no Anarch cards. Fucking A+, would recommend. And then I drafted the HB Draft ID for the 3 people who know what that one does.
Fuck.
What is that called?
With it's Strategic Innovations, I believe is what it's called. With all 3 pointers and Audacity and Mythic Ice. And then everyone played anti-mythic icebreakers.
Oh my god. Let's talk about our game. So I played you, I think, first.
First ever game.
I hard countered you on several dimensions.
Yeah, you had, what, the FFG food buzzer?
So, okay, you're playing, your deck is, like, 3 different types of mythic ice. Let me get the food buzzer going. And I see that, I think, that's interesting. And I'm Kit, so I have code gates. I think I was Kit.
You were Kate.
Oh, I was
of course
Kate.
that was Kit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I had the FFG food buzzer. What is that, a green card? Why can't I find that?
It's green.
It's green. You passed it. It's extra Drake. It's
Okay.
extra Drake.
I want it
Okay.
banned, so you know it's green.
This is a 3 to install 1 memory FFG food buzzer program decoder mythic. This is a hint. Whenever the corp installs a card, add a power counter. When your turn ends, if the card has more than 3 power counters, lose 2 credits. And 1 power counter, break a code gate or mythic subroutine.
So I'm sitting here with a grip full of Lokis and Mom Gods just going...
Every time you install it, it just breaks it for free.
Joe Shop.
I also had Next Melt Mythic, which I'm still like debating with Wes about what this does.
Yeah, we don't know, and we're not going to delve into it because it has an X and a Y, and frankly, that's confusing. Joe Shop, what does Mother Goddess do?
Oh, I know this one. This one, it's a okay. I think I know it. It's a 4 strength.
Yeah.
4 strength, 4 to res. Ice.
Close.
No, that's true. That's true. It's
all
a
of
mythic.
this is true so far.
This is true.
Yeah, no,
it's a mythic ice, and it will gain the other subroutines of the ice that are rezzed. Or no, I don't mean subroutines. I mean like, barrier.
Sub.
Whatever.
What's it called?
Same
Sub.
thing, dude.
I'm trying to.
I played CI kill at KOS, and I won the KOS. So get off my back here.
No, that's no. See, that's really what I'm speaking to, and this is a lot of my mission statement within the San Francisco group is, I don't want to know cards, and I don't want to know what's competitive or whatever. I'm just going to play the deck I brought, and it's going to win, and that's the idea. And you are god damn, you're so good at this.
Yeah, you got it, Mother Goddess. You got that. I think just about perfect.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
You a big old nerd. You a big old
one
Butterburger nerd. You know
harder
what's
one
going
was
on.
Liza during Worlds. That one, there's a lot of stuff about Liza.
Did you have to read Liza Talking Thunder during that game?
Well, I read the ID, and then
but how many more times after that?
A couple, a handful.
Right.
Listen, I Nostradamus said this best. They say lightning strikes twice. Is what I read in a fortune cookie once, and it's the same thing with Liza, the thunder, lightning. We understand it strikes twice. You got to read all that shit because it's a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of nonsense cards.
Did you have a memorable play of the Roseville Cube?
I mean, it wasn't even good, but my game with Wes was sick because I top decked the winning agenda, and even though he had the game fucking locked, sealed, signed, delivered on yours.
Stevie Wonder, in case y'all were wondering.
He did all the math, and the math fucking lied to him. So Wes Demoto, I'm calling you the fuck out.
So I want to
come to Wisconsin.
You just did a segue. Wes was going to be on the show tonight, but he has his improv class tonight. He couldn't make it, but I do want to give a huge shout out to Wes.
Nonsense.
Yeah, I'm gonna do shout outs right now. I have a bunch of shout outs planned. So first of all, Wes. This is his cube. He basically put this all together, figured out what cards need to go in, built it, sleeved it. It's his. He owns the cards. He lugged them to Minnesota so everyone could play them. If you get a chance, if you played in the cube, or you just want to say thanks to Wes, I'm sure he would appreciate that. Just send him a message on Slack. But he put a huge amount of effort into this, and I think it made like one of the best experiences of Worlds. So huge shout out to Wes. Continuing on, I have a few other thank yous I'm going to do at this point. Of course, thanks to Spags for King of Servers. We already mentioned that, but that's always a highlight event at Worlds. Ben for the stream, of course. Michael, thank again for the lore for the Roseville cycle. And then I also want to thank FFG. I know it's not like super cool to appreciate FFG, but they brought us this game for 6 years. Not all of the years perfect, but they did a crazy good job on Netrunner overall. Best card game ever. And they supported it, I think, pretty well. I think, of course, they could have done a better job in all sorts of ways, but man, I've had a blast with this game, and I think they deserve a lot of credit for that. So definitely want to thank Boggs for sure.
Everyone, give everybody a
Boggs,
clap.
Damon, and Lucas for the design of this game, and yeah.
Brian, you're welcome for those really imperfect years. Those were my bad.
Well, look, no one knew what a city hall was and knew what organized government was, and
Until we
really
gave it to them in Mumbad Cycle.
You taught us a lesson. Is that
Yeah,
we
that
need
helped
to
me
pay
win a
attention to
regional.
it?
I'm thankful for it.
Yeah. Everyone has a little couple thanks to it, and it's fine. And it allowed me to play that fat cat, aka rumor mill. It allowed me to go diamonds. You go away, and so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I sit with it. It's not a big deal.
But yeah, I basically wanted to mention all of that so I don't forget. I even wrote it up because I knew I would forget. But I also wanted to mention, this was a good moment. So Trigger Happy. This is a Roseville card. Event Priority. Trigger all start of turn effects on runner cards. So we put this card in, I think, because we wanted to design a card for Wes, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So Wes, in our meta, had been known a long time for playing supplier decks. He did like green supplier decks and blue supplier decks a ton. And so you'd wait like 10 minutes for him to do his start of turn triggers, and so he actually got to play with Trigger Happy in at least 2 of the drafts. He drafted it for his own deck with supplier, and he got to live the Trigger Happy dream. So I was happy to see that come together.
It was a very good lore check there. Obviously, the real meme, whenever Wes would start his turn of turn triggers, is you would go do your taxes on TurboTax, 1040 EZ form, really good. You just cruise right through that government collection fee. It's not a big deal. Just fucking scoop right under. Shout out to TurboTax, recent sponsor of the stream.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I had for tonight.
Not to distract from the point at hand, I just copy pasted the full game text for Siphon 2.0 into chat as drawn up by Zach Cavus.
Yes.
Joe,
good.
this card's a fucking mess.
Wait, it didn't come through.
Oh, into the stream chat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, it's
You're
not a
seeing
mess.
it?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good card.
It's a massive block of text, and
I think I have it. I
think what happened is the auto moderator determined you were spamming the chat and shadow banned you.
I think you're in. Yeah, you're definitely shadow banned.
Good move.
Also, you may have crashed Twitch's servers, which is the other option there. But
do I have that power?
Well, you do with copy and paste.
So I'll tell you this much: Siphon 2.0 is a work in progress, but I think what we've had so far is pretty good. It's a well-designed card. I'll tell you that much.
It is, in fact, a card. I can't disagree with that, Joe.
Well-designed card.
I think it's a well-designed card, and I think here's my hot take on it is I think I think the NT part here really kind of balances things out, gives you a way to get through and the run. I mean, albeit sometimes it might be a little bit expensive, but it's kind of details here. And I think the only condition that I would add to this card, because there's not enough text here, there's not enough description, and it might leave a little bit of room for error or some misinterpretation, is you should be able to install NT from anywhere. So you can pull it right out of the binder and you can slap it right on the table.
You know what I'm thinking?
Can that be installed from my binder? Like, are we talking anywhere? Or
yeah, I'm talking anywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's summoned.
Yeah, summoned.
It's summoned. Here's what I'm thinking for the card. I really want to get some flavor text on there. I'm thinking we just go long on it. I think we printed out like maybe another like 2 inches long on it,
right?
Just to fit that flavor text in that I think the card deserves.
Yeah, I think this should actually be a card that is physically bigger than every other Netrunner card, so you know when it's coming. You know it's coming around the train, and you can say,
idea. I like that.
Gusto made a great point. He says, I like how the card has you start cleaning up while you're resolving the game rules. As you initiate these side games, start cleaning up your rig. Start putting your cards away because the game's over.
Yeah, I mean, it's about board state management, and I think a lot of, especially, Brian and I, you and I have reviewed a lot of, we've done a lot of commentary on San Francisco games, and board states can get messy. And so the real key here is to just kind of Just kind of sweep this
yeah,
stuff.
if you ever play with Isaac, his tokens and cards are all over the place.
Great commentary on Isaac. Someone said on stream, his board state looks like the disorganized map from Lord of the Rings.
Well, no, it said it looks like the rivers on a Tolkien map from Lord of the Rings. It looks like the wandering rivers.
It's kind of a little bit everywhere. It's like the Great Lakes, but across the whole U.S. And so you Midwest folks should understand this, and it's very good. And
I've seen a Great Lake or two.
I've seen, the old Lake Michigan. Solid lake, great freshwater source.
It's a 7.5 to 8 out of 10 lake. I would say it's pretty good.
I would give it an 8.2.
Ooh, okay, all right, hot takes.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that 0.2 after the stream. That'll be a little bit redacted, but we'll post a constructive summary afterwards. Yeah.
So
all right, folks.
I think that's all we got, huh?
I think this is what we got. This was a beautiful discussion with beautiful people. We're gonna be doing some more streams.
Can I say one more thing, Cortez?
Yeah, Joe. Drop it like it's hot. You're the world champion.
No. Listen, when we get this account Siphon 2.0 and it's an oversized card, and my opponent cuts it to the bottom, I'm gonna call a judge because I don't think that would be fair.
No, that's how the card
I
ships.
Think judge should cut my deck and put it right on the top for me. So I'm just saying that's how the card works.
Everybody gets so. We'll clarify here. We'll add two comments here. Is obviously one, Joe, excellent, constructive, and purely competitive point of view with the judge call. The only thing I want to add to it, because I'm about innovating, I'm about adding, I'm about exponents. I've read of them. I understand them vaguely. Is that I would like to include, and I'd love your permission, God's permission from this. Can we get one hacktivist flip per game, but for the rest of the game? For all Netrunner games for eternity.
I will not allow hacktivist flips.
No hacktivist? Okay.
Wow,
all right, that's fine.
Going over Boggs' head.
Wow, sorry. right over Boggle's heads.
You should know the rules. You should know what you're doing.
That's a big decision. One last final question. If you play Account Siphon 2.0 and the second run fails, is the runner allowed to flip half of R&D? Completely up to you. No implications. I don't want to mince words. What do you think? Give me the raw take.
It's really going to depend on the runner.
Okay.
Some runners I'd allow it, but some I would not.
Is it a catch-up mechanic?
What's the criteria, Joe?
It's like a blue shell?
It's gonna be my judgment. That's the criteria.
Only yours. So if someone does it to me and you're not there,
you don't have to call me.
Speed dial?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you for clearing that up.
All right, Joe Shop, World Champion, always available in Netrunner Judge for 2018 going onwards. We'll post Joe's cell phone and address in the Twitch chat. That ought to not go wrong. You'll be able to get that ruling direct whenever you need it.
One more question. Can I listen? Am I allowed to play CTM on casual? Or
yes.
Oh, just a quick retort. What is a CTM?
A CTM is controlling the message. It's apparently an OP corp deck.
Do you know the influence?
10 to 12, somewhere.
He's not. I can't disagree. He's
we're that. You know what? I'm fucking cutting it off at that. That was beautiful. We're done. CTM has been fully eroded in the year of our Lord 2018 to say 10 to 12. 10 and 12. You put whatever the fuck you want in it as long as it's within that range. Thank you, Joe Shep. Thank you, Crank, a.k.a. The Schneider,
and all of our
a.k.a.
guests
The Hot Mess.
Thank you,
and thank you, Twitch Stream.
Corey, Spags, Patrick, Gustavo, Michael, Joe.
And Hot Dog. Hot Dog was in
did
here.
Not make
no,
an
I'm sorry. I gotta disagree. Fuck a hot dog.
Fuck a hot dog. Hot dog didn't come out.
We need him. We never needed him.
It's just a goddamn hot dog.
Hashtag who is hot dog. All right, I think we'll cut it off there.
All right. Thanks, folks. We're out. I think we're gonna be doing a couple more streams here. We'll come out with what's going on here pretty soon. We'll do some more casual CTM games as
we're gonna switch over to a casual CTM only.
Is that next week? Is that next week? Is CTM in casual lobby with 10 influence?
We will be here. We will be here for a stream next week. We're gonna have to innovate on CTM and casual. We may have to make that serious. Maybe that'll be the stream idea. Actually, that's a perfect idea. You're smart. You're good. This next week's stream will be the first time we go into the competitive room. That's all I'm going to promise. And that is big enough of itself that I expect all you idiots to be here next week, and we'll decide and figure out what we're doing then.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.